Well, it's going. We'll just see how it goes. Hey guys, welcome back. Episode 5. We don't have Will Hall today. Context. Will Hall was gonna be in it, and every time he's like no. But every video we're like, he'll be in it next time. So he'll be in next time.
He'll never be in it.
It's looking less likely, honestly. But who knows? We do have a guest. Introduce yourself.
I'm Georgia.
Give a fun fact about yourself.
What? I'm not really that fun.
No?
I'm going to Birmingham on Sunday.
Ooh.
That's what I got.
Okay. We'll start with her. She's going to university on Sunday. How are you feeling about it?
Nervous, but excited, but kind of sad.
Sad? Why are you sad?
I'm leaving people behind. Like, family. And like, my little sister's 3, and I'm scared she'll, like, not know why I'm gone.
Yeah, okay.
My brother's 7, my brother's 10. The 10-year-old I'm fine.
Wait, you have 4 siblings? Wait, 3 siblings, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't technically have the same, but... Do you
like
live with all of them?
No, because my parents are divorced.
Okay, yeah.
Half
Same.
and half.
Okay. What are you taking at university?
Interior architecture and design.
Whoa.
Yeah, everyone says it sounds really fancy and clever.
Yeah,
I
it
think
does sound really
What do you think of this interior architecture and design?
I like it. It's very designy, and it's an interior.
What would you add to make it a bit better? What would you add?
Eyes to that. Sorry.
You would add eyes to it?
Do it with
Ooh.
the pen right now.
No. I'm really bad at drawing.
That'd be so
Or
funny.
just do like dots.
What are you taking that for? What do you want to be after that? What do you want to do with it?
I don't know, I just like design, but I'm bad at drawing. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay. When do you go back, Jason? Because Jason
I go
is
back on the
university as well.
17th.
But you live here when you do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he goes to Bristol.
Uni.
He goes
Uni,
back and forth.
So it's not far.
Yeah. What do you think of uni?
It's okay.
Yeah. Where would you
It's a lot
rate
of
it
money.
on compared to like St Brendan's and Beck?
I don't know. I mean, I think I prefer being in the same room than back.
Yeah.
Just because it was like chill.
Yeah.
I have to pay for it.
Expensive.
Are you going alone?
No, my best friend Becky's coming with me.
Oh. Okay.
She's moving up, but different accommodation, different course, but same place.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's quite
So you're
cool.
gonna be living there
Yeah,
forever.
for a year.
Forever. Well, technically, like for 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'm probably not even gonna remember you.
No, probably not.
No, but 3 years is a long time. Look,
NCS was
NCS was 2 years ago.
2?
2 years ago.
Oh, you just have GCSEs for me.
Yeah. So 3 years is a long time.
God, yeah.
Damn. Oh, you've been for 3 years as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So you got 2 years left.
Yeah.
Damn. That's a long time. To
What
do
are you
something.
doing this year? Because obviously if we're both going to uni, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
what are you doing,
I'm
James?
just having fun. Okay, I'm enjoying life by not going to uni.
Uni's gonna be fun. It's gonna be
Yeah.
just the crippling
Only
debt.
going to be
I mean-
5 digit in debt.
I'll be honest,
Accommodation.
Yeah.
Uni, it looks fun, but for the non-educational parts.
Yeah.
So I want to go to meet people,
Just go to
and,
Freshers.
go to clubs. Yeah. But
Just go to uni freshers.
I won't actually want to do anything. I won't want to do any subjects.
Just go anyway.
Just banter.
Arrive,
Just money.
just show up at like a random lecture.
Waste
and be
money.
like,
It's just money.
No, I'm gonna travel with Elliot.
Does Elliot know about this?
Yeah, he does
Okay.
actually. He does
Yeah.
know.
So you
Yeah.
can like go into the gym then.
I mean, okay. So Elliot has still not come to the gym for like a month.
What's he been doing?
Nothing. Some of his
Why is he
his
not here?
excuses. I don't know. He just
Why
bails
hasn't he
them.
been
Call him
there
up.
to
Yeah, I
the
know.
gym?
He hasn't been in one yet.
Literally
Call
ring
him.
him right now.
Yeah.
On-
I can't. This one hasn't got service. I'll message him and say.
Yeah.
I got service.
Yeah, what's the number?
Wait. That's it.
Yeah.
So what am I asking him?
Come over.
I'm gonna guarantee
Oh my
that
God.
he doesn't answer.
the big. What do you think is his excuse?
You probably won't answer because you think there's
I'm
some
gonna
cold
say
cooler.
he's
busy.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's,
just busy.
Busy.
he's out. That's what I'm gonna say.
He's out.
I
Doing
got
a
a
job.
bad leg.
He does, but he works on weekends. He works on weekends.
He won't answer.
He's not gonna
Then keep
answer.
calling him. Then he'll
Okay.
realize it's not a cold cooler.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm.
Do you not have his number before?
No.
Oh, that's cold.
I think I've texted him before they when I came to pick him up that time.
Oh yeah.
Elias.
That's his.
Does that him saying Elliot?
I forgot about that. So you know when it's like so and so can't come to the court and
Yeah, you got
and
like,
Elliot just goes Elliot. Don't do it again.
That's a good call, right?
That's the funniest thing. Listen, I hope he doesn't answer now.
I'll text him.
Wait for me. Elliot.
Elias.
Just message him and be like, why aren't you in the podcast?
I want you in the podcast.
Angry face.
Angry face and put like a random emoji. Like a helicopter or something. You know what? I'm gonna message him and I bet he replies
Oh, yeah,
to
no
me.
signal.
I bet I can message him on Messenger. I
Ooh,
bet he replies to
When was
me
he active?
first.
When was he active?
Now. I know.
FaceTime. Press FaceTime.
He's not gonna.
What the?
No way is he gonna do that. Wait,
We'll message him.
if he's active now, then surely he's just been on his phone.
He's
in that
ghosted
room.
me.
Petered. Was this a freaking
He's not gonna. There's no way he's gonna answer this.
lights
Wait.
trolling it?
Wait.
Wait.
Hello? Elliot?
Oh,
Oh, I ran out of battery. No. I thought he answered.
Wait,
It's okay.
Damn.
you'll do it. Okay.
Elliot Barry.
Oh my god.
Oh, you.
Is it another call?
Oh, hi.
What?
Hello.
Elliot, help! Wait, why didn't it ring?
Because it said he was in a different call.
Oh. Wait, oh, maybe he did answer mine and then it just died. And now he's like in a different call, like, it's James. Oh man, I feel
Shall I
bad
call him
now.
again?
At least we have
Yeah,
video
call
proof
him
that
again.
this happened.
Wait, did he
Oh, he
send
saw my
it?
message.
You also is freaking out right now.
I think so. This is the right number.
Yeah, unless it's his old number, it should be his number.
If it's not,
It's the
that's
number.
so
It's the
awkward.
number I have saved for it.
I don't think it's his number.
And if
I'm gonna
Thing I
have
have
to
for
think that's
Elliot
his
is-
number.
Jake message. Ah, that is the right answer.
I guarantee you it's his number.
Let's press FaceTime
Yeah,
again.
we'll just.
Oh!
I don't have a camera. My camera doesn't work for whatever reason. What a betrayer. Reminds me of Rogan.
He's doing a Rogan right now. So we have a friend called Rogan.
Is this
And
one, is
we're-
it Apple?
No, Rogan
Oh,
never did
I
that,
didn't.
but you never met Rogan.
No.
We're filming a video called The Adventures of Gene Tifer, right? It's a horror movie. And we all agreed to meet at 2. Rogan never shows up. I message him at 1, I'm like, Rogan, if you're still right now, you got an hour to get there. And he reads it and he's like, don't worry, I'll run. Right, that's his last message. And then it gets to 2 and he doesn't turn up. And it gets to 3 and 4 and 5, he never shows up. He never messages us.
Sounds very
Just
sad.
he betrayed us, honestly. So now we refer to it as pulling a Rogan, and that's what Elias just did. And that's what he's been doing with the gym recently. He's not gone to the gym for like a month.
I'm gonna call him just so you can.
You called him as well?
Yeah.
Would that be a disaster if Maisie was there?
Mate, it's good for Maisie.
Is that the one I was with at NCS?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I met her then.
You did meet her, yeah.
At the graduation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
I
only
thought
time.
everyone else actually talked about NCS and we just had a funny video for her. Do you still have a video?
Which video?
You know in the presentation when you have to put a video up of like your time at NCS?
Yeah.
So ours was actually funny. Everyone else actually talked
Oh
about
yeah,
what we
everyone
did.
else went really good, and I just had funny moments in it.
Have you still got that video?
Yeah, I imagine so. Yeah, I imagine it's somewhere. Yeah.
Please leave a message.
Elliot, you've let us down, honestly.
What a betrayer.
You've let us down.
Let down.
How far do you think it'd take me to see it?
Oh, hang on. Can I send him my location?
Shall I? Be there or be square.
Good one.
Imagine if he did somehow.
If he just knocks
We're
on the
gonna
door
be
without
so
him.
shocked. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Elliot's not been for a month. He said he's going Thursday.
This Thursday.
This Thursday, he said he's gonna go to the gym.
I have a friend like that.
Fingers crossed. Really?
My friend Angus.
Is he called Elliot?
He's called Angus.
Angus.
My guy
I've
Angus.
never heard of that name before.
Angus?
I know someone called Angus in real life.
Really?
In real life.
Yeah.
In real life.
That's weird, isn't it?
What's his last name?
McPherson or something?
Is it the same?
No.
If it was the
That'd
same,
be
name,
weird.
that'd be really weird.
Yeah. He doesn't go to the gym. He's about to go to the gym earlier. I tried to brace him,
Yeah.
and he was like, I've got a flat tire, I can't go anymore. I was like, can you just get in the car? He said no. I pulled up next to him,
Yeah.
had the window down, and he was like, oh yeah, can't go because he's going to meet his girlfriend later. And I was like, well, to get your stuff.
Yeah.
And then we were outside his house. I was like, get your stuff, go to the gym, then walk into town.
Yeah.
It's just-
Do you go to the gym?
I paid for it. I went
You
a few
paid for it?
times. I did start going,
Yeah.
and then I discovered I'd rather spend money on food.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How did you find it when you went that one time or
I
two
went
times?
once.
Yeah.
I was about 5. I find I enjoyed it. It was just effort. Plus, I drove there. It kind of defeated the object. And it's right by my house.
Oh really?
What?
Like, I'm talking a 10-minute walk.
Really?
Not even that.
Did you have a trainer?
No.
No, trainers are expensive, dude.
Really?
Because
No.
we got tricked into having a meeting with a trainer, me and Elliot. So when we first went to
What?
the gym,
Anyway, actually went to the gym.
yeah, when Elliot went like months
What?
ago,
He's a vibe.
we went to the gym to sign up, obviously, and this lady came up called Grace, and she like helps us sign up. Anyway, so we go back we eventually go back and we see her, and she's like, "Hey, I'll put you in for a thing next Tuesday," and we're like, "Sure," right? Because she was kind to us. So we go in on Tuesday, and she takes us into this room, and she's talking to us about what she does. She's like, we'll talk to you about nutrition and what I'll do. She's like talking to us a BS about how she's really good at her job.
Oh my god.
I mean, we're like, how much does it cost? And she's like, it's gonna be £45 every hour, right? That's how much it costs.
What gym
Right.
do you go to?
Pure gym. No, the gym is £20 a month, but she's like, for me to train you, it's gonna be like £40 an hour.
Oh my god.
Realistically, we're gonna do 2 hours a week, and we're just me and Elias we're like, we can't do that money, right? And she's like, because there's 2 of you, I'll do you a deal. It'd be £22 each an hour, and we're just about like, we don't want to do it, and we had to like find a way to like
Say no.
say no. So she's like, look, we'll come back next Tuesday. If you don't want to do it, email me before then. So Elliot emails her like this big like, we can't do it. We got our college and stuff. Or not college, work and stuff. We don't have money. I just didn't even email her. So she still sees me and she's like, hey. And I'm like, hey. Because I just ignored her.
No.
I didn't reply at all. So yeah, that was funny.
And it's not replied. No.
Elliot did this like really good excuse, and I kind of didn't read the excuse. Elliot was like, James, you don't really have a job yet, do you? And I was like, yeah, but I have a bit of money. And he's like, it isn't. I could see his eyes like, no,
No,
say
you
no,
don't.
say no.
Oh. Rookie
So
mistake.
kind of ruined us. I did that before actually. There was one time where me and Elliot's getting on a bus, and this guy is like, this tramp is like, hey, have you guys got any money? And we're getting on a bus. We obviously have money, right? So Elliot's like, no, I don't have any money whatsoever, right? Which is obviously a lie. So I'm like, no, I only have notes. And then Elliot's like, what have you done? Guy's like, well, notes are fine. And I'm like, but it's a 20. he's like, what? That'll do. And then I realised like it
What
was
you
the
done?
worst. Yeah, it was funny. It was very
I
funny.
had that in Birmingham. They were like, "Oh, do you have any money?" And I was like, "Oh no, I only have my card on me. I didn't carry cash."
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh, so if you had a card, if you had a card reader, would you do it?" And I was like, "Yeah, probably." And I
Yeah.
just whipped out a card reader, and I just walked off.
Damn, that's funny.
I just walked off. I was like, as soon as he said that, I was like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
Oh no.
No, that is funny. That's very funny. So, how is work going?
Well, I've quit. So pretty good.
You've quit. Ooh. How did you quit? What did you say?
I said, "Sorry, I have to quit. I'm going to university."
Okay, that's pretty decent.
Yeah, I thought they can't.
You
go
had like
now.
a good excuse to quit.
They went, "Oh, is it that far away?" And I went, "It's in Birmingham." They were like, "Okay."
Really?
So I do my last shift tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You looking forward to it?
Not my. Well, I'm kind of sad I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Where do you work? I don't
John
know.
Lewis.
John Lewis. What do you do at John Lewis?
I make coffee.
You make coffee?
I work in an espresso bar down the bottom, down the basement.
Yeah.
So I make coffee and tea and serve cake.
What's your favourite coffee to make?
Cappuccino because I like doing decorative chocolate.
Yeah.
Can you make like leaves and hearts and stuff?
No, I'm
Oh no,
awful.
I can do that.
I can do a flat white a bit. I can do a bit of I've done a few hearts before.
Yeah.
I accidentally drew a penis.
What?
I served it and I was like, there you go.
I know at Banco, which was like a cafe place, like all of my coffees were like the same thing every time.
Yeah.
They'd be like a cappuccino or a latte. You're getting the same thing from me.
What do you
Like,
mean?
There was
Just
no
different cup.
differentiation. No, it's the same cup.
Oh.
Honestly, like
Oh, I was going to do a different colour.
I mean, I tried to spice it up and do it differently, but
What do you
the
mean?
milk was always
It's quite
the
hard
same.
to do.
Because they're meant to be like one of them's more bubbly.
Yeah,
but
do
like,
coffees are somewhere, so.
no way. That's not
Yeah,
the
you got to
same
get the
thing.
right in the nozzle. You got to froth it up for the cappuccino.
Like I would just do
I
the
hate
same
doing
thing.
coffee now.
Mm.
At
I
the
didn't
end
get
of my
told.
well, you
No,
know.
I didn't get told
Do you
that
have like a
cap-
nozzle?
Yeah, of course.
You got to like lift it like higher, so you got to be able to hear like a little
A little like
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but no one told me that the milk gets like super grown when it's a cappuccino. So
yeah.
Oh,
The
really?
proteins
I
expand.
like filled up to like half or something.
Oh god.
Dude.
No.
And it was like overflowing. I'm like, what is happening?
Yeah, the proteins expand. That's why. Also, if you okay, you don't want one.
Yeah. But
That's
John
what
Lewis sounds good. How long have you been there?
A year and a bit. Get a good discount as well.
A year and a bit.
Ooh, discount.
What kind of discount?
25%.
25%. That's
12%
pretty
off
decent.
electrical,
man.
10% off Waitrose, no 15% off Waitrose.
Wow.
Partnership.
That's pretty decent. Do you get a discount?
To get free
Kind
sandwiches.
of. I don't really get free sandwiches, but I can get foot long wrist 6 inch for like £2 and £1 respectively.
Really?
And then it's 50% off all food items.
That's
as
pretty
well,
decent.
That's
That
not
is
bad.
pretty decent.
Which is OP because the cookie and crisp is like 60p.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's very good.
I'd take that.
So I've got a job at Home Bargains.
That's where you go.
That's where I work now. It's like right over there. Right by the gym.
Ah, dude. Ed Evans came in yesterday as well. That was weird.
Ed Evans!
Yeah, that was so
Oh,
weird.
okay, so Elliot works at Elliot? Jason works at the Subway, and he saw like someone we know, and then now he just saw Ed Evans. Just some context of who Ed Evans is.
I don't know who that is.
No, you won't have seen him ever. He used to go. Did he even go to Beck?
I don't know.
I think he did go
I
to
barely
Beck.
knew him.
I only know
knew
him
for
really
you.
because of he played on my Pro 5 team.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I know he's like
Friends with
really good
Miles.
friends with Miles.
that's all I
Have
know.
you seen Miles? Yeah, you know Miles because I remember like one time is either like one of you put a picture on Instagram and then the other one had liked it and I was like, Miles?
Miles what?
Stapleton. One of you
I
definitely
know
follows the other on Instagram. I know that for a fact
Hang on.
because I saw it and I was like, how do they
I know
know
the
each other?
name, I don't know, I know his face. That's all right.
Really round. Pretty much. He looks like. I don't even know. How
Oh yeah, there he is.
Do you recognise him?
Oh, wow.
I don't. Yeah, well, you said this before, but I don't know where I know him from. But I know him.
You went wrong by him being round.
Yeah, he is around.
Just send that like little like 2-second clip.
I don't know where I know him.
Miles, your head is round.
You said it first. Oh, hashtag drunk. Cool.
Yeah, Miles is.
Yeah, I don't know where I know him, but I must
Oh, look at this great photo down
say.
here. Jason wants to
What's
know.
up?
Show Jason.
God.
What is that?
How do I know him? Oh. Good luck. Sorry. Right. I don't know how I know him, but I clearly do.
Damn. Oh yeah, Ed Evans. Did he recognise you?
Yeah. Well, we kind of looked. He walked in. It was like late, by the way. It was like
Yeah.
8 o'clock. Like he was literally the last customer, basically.
Yeah.
And he walked in. We kind of like looked at each other like.
Whoa. Damn. That's
That was
weird.
so super weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how I know him, but apparently I do.
You do know him. Okay. I don't think you would have ever met him. For me,
No.
I don't think you ever
I'm trying to
came to
think
anything.
primary schools.
Primary schools. He went
Maybe.
to. I want to say he went to West Town Lane.
I didn't.
Where did you go?
Went to Chester Park and then I went to Hannah Roberts.
No, he didn't go there.
Never heard of
No.
those.
Never heard of that at all. Is that like a private school? I swear you went to a private school.
Yeah, I did.
Which one?
Colston.
Oh,
In
okay,
Stapleton.
okay. What's a private school like? Is everyone actually really posh?
No, not mine.
No.
I mean, a couple of posh.
Yeah.
I went on a holiday with my friend's yacht.
Wait, what? For real?
Yeah, I went. That's where I went this summer.
No one's
I'm
posh.
not posh.
But I did go on this holiday to my friend's yacht. That's
Yeah, so
posh.
she's posh.
Yeah,
She's posh. Couple people are posh.
Yeah.
I'm not. Most people are not. A lot of people live in fish ponds.
Okay.
Good
okay.
place. Love fish ponds.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's pretty decent.
a lot of people have rich grandparents,
Yeah.
but they're actually not rich. So yeah.
Oh wait, I remember now? Didn't you have to like stay in school or college like the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, at St. Brendan's we had like 3 periods
Yeah.
and stuff, and if we finished at like 12, we can go at 12. Because they paid for it, they had to stay in from 9 to 4, no matter what their
Yeah.
lessons were, right?
So at 8:30 we had tutor.
Yeah.
Finish at 4.
Did you get any free time?
Yeah, we got frees, but we
Yeah.
couldn't go home.
You
We just
you
drove
had to
to.
stay in.
We just drove to Tesco.
Oh, so you were allowed to go out and then come back?
No, we weren't allowed.
Oh.
We just
so
left.
you
We just
snuck
left.
out. Okay.
I was gonna
Well,
say, what are you doing
Sneaking
that
out
time?
in a car. It's not very subtle.
Yeah.
They don't really care.
Hmm.
But there's so much work to do anyway, so
Yeah.
I just did that.
Nah, St. Brendan's was better. St. Brendan's was good.
It was.
It was very good.
Like when you're like in the moment, it doesn't feel that great. But looking back on it, it's always like.
Yeah, it was really good. St. Brendan's was great actually. Like even like the bad lessons, like business. It was still decent.
Business.
Business was actually.
What was in business? I didn't remember business.
You didn't do business.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Oh, okay.
What
That
did you
makes
get in
sense.
business?
Business. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't finish it.
Oh.
I like quit.
Oh, you really didn't like business then?
No. I
Oh
was-
yeah, I remember you tried to do it.
Yeah, yeah, I
That was
like-
funny.
Both years of St. Brendan's, I had a lesson which I basically didn't go to ever. First year was maths, and maths was not good. I hate, like, in GCSE, maths was like one of my favourite. And I went to A levels, and maths was like not good.
A-level maths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did A-level maths?
In the first year, I was with Zach. I was in Zach's class,
Oh.
and I had someone called Penry.
Henry.
Yeah, Penry. That was his first name,
It's like Henry, but
but
pen.
with a P. Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, and it was the worst.
Okay.
And I remember like I got like 2 terms in,
Yeah.
and I just stopped going. And then I got like emails.
Oh yeah, I totally
Yeah,
remember
I got
this.
like emails, and they were like, "James, you're missing lessons," and I would just like not reply.
He's like, I know.
It was like really bad, and my attendance for like maths at the end of the year was like 60%. And then I eventually went to my tutor, and she was like, "James, there's loads of people putting like notes about you missing your lesson for maths." Like there was notes from like Levi, who was my media teacher, being like, "James is a great student," and then underneath Penry was like, "He is terrible attitude to class," right? And there was like loads of from Penry because I missed loads. And then she was like, "This is not good," and I was like, "I really don't like maths." And she was really cool about it. I mean, she managed to get me taken off maths.
Wow.
Yeah, which was really good. And then she was like, "Okay, for the rest of the year, you only have media and film." So I had 2 lessons. Some people were doing 4 lessons, and I was doing
Yeah, yeah.
2. And it was like the best thing ever. And then, the start of the second year, they were like, I got asked the question, "So you're doing 2 lessons. Do you want to do another one, or just stick with 2? Now, I wish I would just went, "I'll stick with 2.
You-
But I was like, I'll go for 3. I mean, I had like 3 lessons to choose from. It was like, further maths, right?
Right?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
don't do that.
Statistics,
Oh.
PE, or business. And I was like, I guess I'll do business. Because whatever lesson it was, I was only doing it for a year, so I wasn't getting anything from it, really.
Oh.
It's not like I was going to complete it. So I was like, I'll do business. And I knew that some of my friends, like Jaden and stuff, who weren't there the first year, they were then coming over, so there was a chance I'd be in their class because they were doing business. Right? So I took a step in the dark. I took business, hoping I'd get put with someone I know.
Didn't.
And I got put with like loads of people the year underneath me. And they I just like didn't speak to any of them just because they were all like, I just didn't talk to them. They were like, they were like Stan Cowles. which you don't have any context. They were just people that you just didn't want to talk to. They were like I gotta think of an example for you.
That's funny.
Help me understand.
See, there's no one bad from NCS, honestly.
Yeah.
I can't really think of anyone as a bad example. Tom. No, not really.
Aw. Tom. Oh.
Anyway, yeah, so I got put into that, and
Oh, I don't know.
the lessons were the complete opposite to maths, but just as bad. With maths, it was just really
I like
difficult.
business.
But with business, it was just so easy, and it was just so boring because of it. Like, you're just
Well, I
sat there,
liked
like,
That's why I did well in it.
yeah. And we were allowed to listen to music and stuff,
Yeah,
but
so.
it was just so dead, and it was so boring. So then I just, like, stopped going to that. And then, like, the teachers found out, and they were like, you need to go, or we're going to kick you out of school.
Oh my
And I
god.
was like, damn, that's not good.
I actually need to go there.
Yeah. And then, what was it about? Oh, and then I went to my teacher, my business teacher, right? And I explained the situation, and he said, he goes, well, for me, it's either, if you go, you go, if you don't, you don't. I don't really care, right? And I'm like,
My God.
damn, he doesn't even care if I go. These, like, random, like, head teachers want me to go. So then, I didn't go straight away. And then they emailed me a couple more times. And here's the thing, because I was going to
Just don't check
Australia.
your emails.
For her?
Just don't check your emails.
No, I really didn't, honestly.
Life would be a lot easier if you didn't check them.
And because I knew I was going to Australia, a bit of me was like, well, I'd rather, like, have less time in school, and then I can go and work more, so I can get more money for Australia. So then a bit of me was like, I might just leave.
Wow.
Because, like, you know, I didn't want to go to university anyway. I didn't really need the A levels. So I was like, I'm going to leave. And then I signed the form to leave, and then the next day Levi calls me up, and he's like, James, I saw you leaving. I really don't want you to go. You're, like, one of my favourite students.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
And I'm
Damn.
like, damn, you can't do that to me, Levi. And then he calls me in to go and have a meeting with him, and I go into the media room, and it's like Adam, Kerry, and Levi there, and they're like,
Oh, man.
they're like saying how they don't want me to leave because they like really like me as a student.
Wow.
And then I'm like, I'm stuck in a tough position now because I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I remember like Kerry was like, I'm not allowed to give you a hug, but I'll give you a pat on the back. And then Adam was like, do you want a biscuit? And they were like being so kind to me, and I felt really bad that I was even thinking of leaving.
Was this Kerry like female Kerry, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so I stayed, and then I went to business, and it was really bad.
But
Huh?
I thought you and Elliot were thinking of going to like a completely different college.
This is a whole nother story. So after the first year, actually no,
Was this before or after?
after
You were like leaving.
so this is during after the first year, after I did maths, before I did business. Elliot, who for some reason he wanted to do media, that's what he wants to go into now. He chose to take psychology, chemistry, and biology, right? So in GCSEs we're like, we're gonna do media together. It's gonna be great. And then I get to St Brendan's. He's like, I got psychology, chemistry, and whatever. And I'm like, so you're not doing media? But he did help me with my media stuff. Anyway, so at the end of that year, he's like, I want to do media. And I'm like, okay,
I
well,
think he said this to me.
too late. And then he's like, yeah, I want to do media. Let's go to a different college and do media. And I'm like, I mean, maybe, but you know, I'm already doing media. So
Like,
he's
yeah,
like,
but-
he's like hyped up. He's like, we're doing the media together. We're gonna be great. He wanted to go to State of Bristol, and that's why he actually went. And I'm like, okay, maybe. And then I talked about it when we went camping, right? Because I had like a pros and cons. Because I wanted to go, but I didn't. Because it was just like a waste of a year, right?
Yeah.
So I decided to stay, but he like thought I was going.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
yeah.
I
So it was a
remember.
really like tricky situation because I remember we were on NCS, and like I had my St Brendan's card, and he has his, and he's like flinging it around the room,
And you're like,
and he's
no.
like, I don't need this anymore. And I'm like, got mine, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to throw it. I need this, right? And there's another situation where we're going up the stairs of like some room, and someone was like, so James, what do you go to? And I'm like, I go to St Brendan's. And then it's like, not for long. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so, right?
It's like,
So it
sure.
was so awkward. I mean, I remember like, there was supposed to be this like open day that you meant to go to, if you're going, and I like completely forgot about it. And I woke up with like loads of texts like, James, where are you? It's the open day. We're meant to be here. And I'm like, oh crap. So he was like super angry at me for a bit because he was like, he thought I was betraying him. But I went to St. Brendan's.
Kind of
and it was
did
betraying.
betray
I mean,
him.
honestly, I did. But I didn't.
You should have told him the truth.
Look, I didn't
Morally.
intentionally not tell him the truth. Okay?
You just didn't go for the truth. You
Yeah,
said
exactly,
everything but the truth.
yeah.
That's just horrible.
But yeah, so that was really awkward.
You betrayed your best. You betrayed your best
So,
friend.
so then he went to like another college on his own for 2 years,
Wow.
and I went to Australia. Pretty much.
That's
But
funny.
think about it. If I didn't go, I wouldn't have went to Australia. If I went to St. Brendan's, sorry. If I left St. Brendan's, I wouldn't have went to Australia. Because I would have only just finished it now.
You still betrayed your best friend.
No, I didn't. No. I was peer pressured into doing something I didn't do. You convinced me not to do it. Because I had lists
Yeah.
and I was like,
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking of leaving. And you and Ruth and Ben were like, no, don't do that. That's foolish. Don't do it just because it's your
Foolish?
friend. Yeah, you like
Ooh.
proper went in on like,
oh yeah,
why
I
would you
probably
do that?
did.
And I was like, fine, I won't do it then.
Yeah, I did.
And now you're
No,
like,
I said you need to tell Elias.
now you're there like,
No, I remember
you
Siggy
betrayed
saying.
your friend.
No.
This is your fault.
No, because I said you need to tell Elliot.
No.
Yeah,
no,
I definitely
no.
said you need to tell Elliot.
You,
Get
might,
Ruth
you
on
might
it.
have done. You might have done.
I would have done.
No, I.
Tried to call Elliot, call Ruth, and just like, look, did I do that?
No, so yeah, that was that happened.
I
That
told
was
him to tell
spicy.
Elliot.
And Elliot was angry for a bit, and now he's fine.
What's he doing now?
He's just working as well. He's not going to uni. He doesn't want to go.
Yeah, you said this in the car.
Oh really?
Mm.
Oh. Yeah, Ellie doesn't want to go either. So we're just chilling in Bristol, going to the gym every week.
Oh, one of us is.
Yeah, but I went. Going to Home Bargains. How did we get onto that conversation?
I don't know.
Home Bargains is good though. The shifts are really good.
What's the pay?
The pay, I think it's just under £7. It's like £6.85. I want to
Should I
say.
bitch under this?
No. I shouldn't because the
Because.
shifts are great, and the stuff I do in the shifts are great. So I'm never on the till, which is like a really good thing.
But you get chairs on the tills in home.
You do get chairs on the tills, yeah, I know.
What is that all about?
It's
I
insane.
wish I got a chair.
One of the things we hated about Powerland is that we're just stood up constantly and we're not moving around. And this, like, you get chairs. Like, we were saying that
I
so
could have
much,
a
like,
chair.
we were like, if we had chairs, why is that a problem? It's not like we're getting in the way.
Yeah,
And
we
now
were,
we've proven it because everyone else has chairs.
we were sitting on like a stack of
Yeah,
baskets.
we were. We had, like, if people brought a basket, I'd be like, I'll take that. And I would put it behind me, and eventually it would get big enough that I could sit on it, and it would look like I'm standing.
I can see
And then-
why it makes sense to not sit there because obviously people are
Yeah,
coming.
I guess so. But then Mike saw it, and Mike was like a really bad guy. He wasn't even a manager. He just like bossed us around. Mike was like, "James, don't do that." And I was like, "Geez, okay, fine." And I like had to not do
Think
it.
I remember-
Knock him down.
Yeah.
I think I remember sitting on like the table as well. You know that people put their like irons on.
Oh yeah, I did that as well. But you had to be facing the other way. So you had to do it awkwardly, like sit and then turn around. Yeah, but I remember trying to do that so much. Oh, that was insane.
I mean that's so unprofessional, but
But like
Nah, it's
now they
Poundland,
have.
no one really cares if you're professional in Poundland.
No,
I wouldn't
no,
do it.
exactly.
Like, I don't think that place gets a lot of loyal workers.
I don't really
'Cause,
go to Poundland for the customer service. I
Yeah,
really just
exactly.
go for the
Yeah.
cheap stuff.
Because at Home Bargains, my job is a fill shift, which means you get cages.
Mhm.
And your only job is to unstart the cages, and you have like 5 of you doing it, and then as soon as all the cages are done, you get to go home. So we always start at 12, which is a good time to start, because that's not early, that's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
late.
Mhm.
And shifts can take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, which is good, right? Because you're doing it and you're like, I could finish at 4. And when it gets to 6, you're like, oh, I finished at 6. And then you get home and you're like, wait a second, I'm like home at 6:30. That's not even that bad.
No.
Because at Banco, I do like 12
Had a
to
lot of
half
jobs.
10 or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've had a lot of jobs.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's insane. Quitting, I don't like.
I always feel
quitting.
bad quitting.
Yeah.
I worked at a place called Scoops, which is now Zyka and Fish Ponds.
Did
I
you?
quit there.
Oh no way.
Yeah, £4 an hour. Not worth it.
Yeah, that's not good. I remember at Powerland when we quit, it was so tough.
Yeah, that was
First of
fun,
all, we quit after a month. Like not even that. Like our last day was after a month.
yeah.
So we quit like on the 3rd week, which
How
is
bad
insane.
was it?
Look, looking back on it, like if I did it now, I'd be fine. But at the time, it was
with a
really
bit
bad.
better pay.
Because we were at college like Monday to Friday, and then we were working Saturday 12 to 8, and then Sunday 12 to 7. So, for example, one Friday, I had maths, and every time he'd be like, you have this, you have to get it done by Monday. And then also I had no time to do it.
That's when you go to maths.
Yeah. So, 2 weeks in, we're like, we can't keep doing every day of the week. And
Yeah, that's what I.
so we end in a letter, and we're like, the letter's like, please don't give us next Sunday, please. And then we get, because we went in between, so we were getting on Saturday, and we'll be like, we're working both days. So we handed in like another letter, which was like, please don't give us next Sunday. And then next Saturday we get in, and it's like, working both days. So then we had a party, right, a Halloween party at my uncle's house. It was a really good party. It was a fancy dress, and we had outfits for it, right? I was Deadpool, he was, it was someone from Watchmen, yeah.
Good line. Don't remind me.
It was like Rorschach, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we had outfits prepared, and we had like 2 weeks before the Halloween party.
Oh, it was so sad.
So we handed in the last note. We were like, we have a party. We cannot be working on Saturday or Sunday. No, I think we wanted Sunday off so we could leave at Saturday and get there, and then stay the night and not have to be up early. So we get in the next week, and we're working Saturday and Sunday, and we're like, damn.
Goodbye.
We're gonna quit. So we have a letter prepared, and it was really awkward because like we had never had any job before, so we had never quit either, obviously. So we had this letter prepared, and we're like, Cindy, we need to talk to you. And she's like, okay. And I remember I had to like I did all the time.
Yeah, I know. You didn't do anything.
I did the press so much.
It's not a lot.
We had like we got the jobs together, and we worked every shift at the same time, and we also quit together, so it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
But so we're sat in the office, and she's like, what's the problem? And we explain, well, I explain it all.
Yeah, you don't
I'm
have
like,
anything, mate.
we have college, blah, 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 so we're going to have to leave. And she's like, okay, bring the letter, and then when you bring in that letter, you just do the rest of your shifts. And I'm like,
yeah,
she's like,
already.
oh, I guess just do today and tomorrow, and that's it, man. So then we quit, and it was like the funniest thing ever. And we went to a party.
That's funny.
It was really funny.
Good lord.
But I remember, like, I felt bad because it felt like we betrayed them.
No.
Because we made
Yeah,
friends
it's
with
fine.
some people. And there was someone called Jess who we made, like, actual friends with. Who were, like,
Oh, yeah, she like.
we actually talked to a decent amount when we were there. And she was on holiday when we quit. So she went
You
on
got her.
holiday, and she came back and we were just gone. Yeah, that was insane.
Elias doesn't play.
But, has he not?
No.
Has he seen it?
Yes, you're right.
I don't. How did you quit Hollywood Bob?
Oh,
What's
it was,
happening?
I was just like,
Bye.
bye. Yeah, I basically like that.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah, she's like, you have to write a letter or something,
Yeah.
and then she's like, you can do that now if you want.
Oh
And then
really?
I literally just got some paper and was like, I'm quitting right now. Bye. That's literally it. It's like 2 lines.
God.
Oh wow. And then, did you have to do any more shifts?
No.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I have to work my notice.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how long you've been there. If you've been there a year.
If you want a good reference, you have to work the notice.
Yeah, I guess so. I know, Sestro, Powerland was the only job I quit in person.
What do you mean? What happened to Banco and
Banco and
Cinema?
Showcase
Yeah.
were online, honestly. Like, but, Showcase was actually, like, the best reason ever. I was like, look, I'm going to Australia in, like, 2 weeks. Nothing you can do about it, bye. But it was awkward because Gareth, the manager, there was a shift before I was quitting, and I had to just clean the warehouse with him. And I'm planning to quit soon, right? Like, maybe that day, I don't know. But I was like, I'm planning to quit. And he's there and he's like, oh man, everyone's quitting, it's really annoying. And I'm like, yeah, I know, dude. And he's like, you know, the people didn't want me to hire anyone else, and I did. I put my trust in them, and now they're quitting on me.
Oh,
And I'm like, yeah, right? But
Dicks.
a lot of other people who I worked with knew I was quitting,
oh,
and knew I was going to Australia, right? Only a select few, but people knew. So then Gareth was like, yeah, you going to the uni, James? What are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I haven't figured it out yet. And I'm like, I don't want to, like, go, like, to the other way in case he knows I am quitting and he knows I'm going to Australia. But I also don't want to obviously make it sound like I'm going yet. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, I'm 50-50. And then, out of the blue, and I'm not kidding, and I was so scared, he's like, do you want to go travelling? And I'm like, I would like to one day. He's like,
One day.
no, and he's
One
legit.
day, 2 weeks away.
Legit, he's like, you know, when I was around your age, I went traveling in Australia one time. Like, he legit said that. And I'm like, really? And he's like, yeah, it was one of the best things. And he talks about it for a while, and I think he really did. But then obviously, a bit of me is like, does he know? Like, I genuinely think he might have known. I don't even know if he did know or not. I haven't found out.
Well,
But I was like, does he know I'm quitting? And he's like talking like so many people quitting. And then I emailed him because it's troll. Because he then went on holiday like the day after
okay.
for like 3 weeks.
Oh, so you
Okay.
didn't see him
So then
again.
I emailed him. I was like, hey, Gareth, I'm gonna quit. And obviously I never got a response from him, right? And he doesn't know, like, he wasn't like, yeah, fine. He just didn't reply. And I didn't know if he actually knew I was
see.
quitting until the rota came out for the week I left. And then I was just not on there. I was like, so he does know I'm quitting. Nice.
My name's been crossed off my rotor. It's quite sad.
Really?
Because everyone's like, all the shifts they're doing on the week.
Yeah.
And it's just my Saturdays just with a big X through it, and I'm like,
Really?
but I'm meeting my workmates tonight for a Nando's.
Oh damn. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What?
What about Banco?
Banco, I was on holiday. Oh, Banco was troll actually. Okay, so Banco, I'm pretty sure I was on holiday more weeks than I worked at Banco. It's like I had a week and then I was on holiday, and then I had like 2 more weeks and then I went to France. And then I had like 4 weeks and I went to Spain. And then like legit like 4 days after Spain, I went back to Italy and Denmark. Right?
So you got around.
I went a lot of places and I felt really bad because I was like, hey, I'm going on holiday here. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. And then I went on holiday like 4 other times. But, so I'm on holiday in Spain and I'm like hating on Banco because we got a new manager.
Oh well.
It was like, no one really liked him. Like, at Banco, the first month, we were allowed to have free drinks, right? We had to put it on the telly, and then we were just allowed to pour ourselves a Coke and drink it while we were working. And then the new manager comes in, he's like, I'm taking away that privilege. And everyone's like, well,
What?
who's this dickhead, right? And we're just really angry at him, and then he just does another few things here and there. Anyway, so I'm like, I want to quit. I'm on holiday, I want to quit. I don't want to work in like 4 days in between my 2 holidays. So I messaged Mike and I'm like, look Mike, and I explained it on Facebook, right?
Very
And I'm like,
helpful.
look Mike, and I still have a film job, and I was like, that's gonna happen in the summer. You know, I don't want to like not be able to do it because I'm already working at Banco. He's like, yeah, that's fine, dude. And then I just quit. I never went back. But he was like, you know, message me in a month or 2, and if you want a job again, you know, you can come back. No, I'm not going back there with Craig. Yeah, so his name was Craig. So yeah, so that's how I left Banco. And then I'm just hoping I don't have to leave from bargains again. Because like I don't want to quit because quitting is just the most.
But you said you were
So
going
you're
back to
staying forever
Australia.
then?
Pardon?
You're gonna stay there forever then?
Not forever. Honestly, I would go back. Like if I got offered, I would go back to Showcase like today. I think if I didn't go to Australia, I would still be working at Showcase now. Showcase was really good. But I don't think I will be able to go back because like I kind of got offered a job again, and I kind of didn't see the email. Like I emailed him like when I got back from Australia. It was I think I might emailed him like Boxing Day, right, the day after
Oh my
Christmas.
god, okay.
And I was like, hey Gareth, like if there's any vacancy, let me know, and you know I'll come and work for you. And then he's like, yeah, tomorrow. And I'm like, whoa, I don't want to work that fast. I'm like, Christmas is yesterday, I want to enjoy my week, right?
Yeah.
So I like reply, I'm like, oh mate, is there any chance we could do it like in January? So I don't check my emails for a bit, and I check my email and it's like, maybe a week later, and he just says like, hey, come in today. And I've already got stuff planned, right? So I email him again, I'm like, Gareth, I can't do today, right? So then I honestly, I don't really check my emails that much. So then I go back on like 3 days later, and he would reply like that day saying, okay, come in tomorrow. Which was now like 2 days ago, and I had just not done anything. And he had like his forms for me to sign ready, and I just didn't turn up for him. But obviously, from his point of view, it just looked like I just
Ignored
did
him.
go in and like I betrayed
Shot
him.
him.
So like I haven't responded to him since, and like whenever I go in Showcase in town, I'm like on edge that I'm gonna see him. But I go in there and I'm like scanning for him, and there was one time when I went to see Avengers, and I'm sat there with Rogan, and he like walks past me over there, and I see him, and I'm like, oh, it's Gareth. And luckily he didn't see me, but I know that when he does see me, he's gonna say something. It's gonna be so awkward.
He's
Just don't go there anymore.
probably just do like a cheesy like, "Hey James," and then but with his eyes he'll be like, "I hate you."
Yeah. Like he totally hates me right now. He so hates me. It's really awkward.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, coin is not. It's not good. I don't like it.
But you said you were going back to Australia, right?
Yeah, I will be for sure.
Yeah, didn't you say that like ages ago?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to. I mean, obviously, I went on loads of holidays.
Oh, poor James.
But I kind of,
Poor
I'm
you.
kind of glad I went on those holidays though, instead of Australia, because like those holidays are stuff that's probably never gonna happen again. Like I went snowboarding with my uncles. They're getting a bit old. They're probably not gonna be able to do that for a lot longer, right? And obviously I met my American friends in Italy and Denmark, and considering one of them's from America, that's probably never gonna happen again. Not for at least like 5 years, I would say. That's a long like. Unless they come to England, or we go back to Denmark. You know, I don't think we're gonna be all going to America anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, I don't mind that I didn't go back to Australia. Yeah,
Fair enough.
I'll go back with Elliot after he comes back to the gym. yeah.
Yeah.
How was your holidays though? You went on holidays.
I went on holiday on a yacht, like I said.
On a yacht. Yep.
It was good. You kind of forget how much maintenance you have to do though.
Really?
You have to put water in the boot
What?
to like you run the showers and the toilet and the sink.
Oh.
You don't really
wow.
think about
yeah,
that.
I've never thought of
You
that.
never thought about
Sounds
so-
annoying.
I
Yeah.
felt a bit wrong putting water in the boat, and you could feel
Wow.
it wasn't that much because there's water in the boat at the bottom.
Yeah.
You would just sort of feel it move with the waves when you could tell it was none because you felt a bit more bobby and you was.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow.
Also, I get boat sick.
Yeah, I think I would as well. Actually.
I get
I
boat
think
sick.
I
I
do
was
as
not
well.
too
Yeah.
bad. My friend dropped her phone in the sea.
No way.
Oh, bye.
Oh, that's
my
like my
friend
worst
X.
nightmare.
Then we made some friends and they dived in to get it, but it was dead, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah. Damn, that's insane.
There was a few arguments. I'm not involved in arguments.
Okay.
I'm quite.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I normally hang out with boys. I'm not really a girly person. Like, I'm fine with girls. I get on with girls, but
Yeah.
I don't like all the girl drama politics
Okay. Okay.
stuff. So that was interesting. But I enjoyed my whole day.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know if I went anywhere else. No, that's what I did.
Where was it you were on holiday to?
It was. I went to Magaluf.
Magaluf.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was good. I recommend Magaluf. It was actually so fun.
Yeah.
Made some friends because we weren't staying in Magaluf.
Oh
We were
really?
staying in Palma,
Okay.
and then we got to Magaluf. It was honestly really fun. It's like English clubs but better
Yeah.
because they're all English there pretty much,
Yeah.
and it was just massive. It was basically like a town full of clubs
Oh. Yeah.
and like those like kebab places you can get like chips and. Oh, I would go there again.
Really?
We stayed out. We went out
Mm.
about 10. Got back at 8 a.m. the next day. It's pulled all night.
Wow.
Oh.
That's quite spicy.
It was pretty spicy. I would recommend going if you're ever wanting to go clubbing. Just go to Magaluf.
Oh, you went clubbing the other day.
Yeah. I don't
Where'd you
know.
go?
How was it?
Where'd you
That
go?
was weird.
So yeah, we were going to this board game place, and then he messaged me, and he's like, I went out last night. I'm really tired, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you're just hungover.
It was just terrible.
I was
I don't
just,
know,
I was just laughing.
I'm going because
What
that was the second time I've went. Right?
What
I went to
club did you
Thekla.
go
I know you went
I
to-
went to Thekla my first time.
I know you went
Oh my God.
What,
the
on
first
Thursday?
time. You didn't like it the first time, did
The
you?
first time, yeah, I was like,
Because you were on your
Wait,
own.
were you in
right?
Thekla on Thursday? This Thursday?
no.
No, it was a while back.
Oh, it was my first time in
The
Thekla.
first time I went, it was like with Vinny, right? You know him?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like some of our random friends.
Yeah.
I know my brother goes like every Thursday.
Really?
as well,
Okay.
yeah. Both times I went. I saw him
Dedicated.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got like a freaking like, not an award. He got like a mention on like their like page or something.
That's really sad.
Yeah, it was like, how does this guy keep showing up in our pictures? Bang, and then it was like, I was like, God damn it.
That's
I
funny.
like Thekla.
But yeah, I don't know. First time it was not that good,
Yeah.
and the second time I was like, I'm not doing anything.
It
Yeah,
depends
yeah.
who you go with.
And then it was
Yeah.
still not that good, so
What did you do? Just like stand there.
just drink and just
Yeah.
talk to random people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go clubbing.
I mean, in Australia we technically did, but we didn't go like
Technically.
to a club. We would like go to like a beer pong event, and then we just
Oh,
happened to
that's
stay out. Yeah. So we more went to like events and then just
So you
stayed
never been
out
to a
as
club?
opposed to. No, we went to clubs, but we went to like events at the club more than
That
just
sounds
to
cool.
go for a random
I
reason.
feel good to
Or like quizzes and stuff, and then we would just stay, you know,
Mm.
stuff like that. But that was fun. It was really fun. So I don't drink, so I just got to witness everyone
Oh,
like
yeah, you don't, do
spiral
you?
out of control. No, I don't. Which is it's funny. It's funny. It's very
I
funny.
don't drink
Drinking's not fun.
Like,
Like-
dude, I remember there was one day in Australia, and like for some reason, Emil and Lauren wanted to drink like a bottle of tequila between them. And Emil, like,
Ugh.
I don't know if it's a Danish thing, but he's like a really good drinker. Like they have this drink in Denmark, which he wanted me to try. I didn't do it, but it was like a 40% alcoholic. 40% is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
That's like.
So he's there drinking the tequila and he's fine, and then Lauren's there like struggling, and I got a great video of like Lauren like struggling, and then you go to Emil and he's like smiling. And it was the funniest thing because it's just like it was so good. I love it. It was so good. And
Yes, please. There we go.
I remember like because Lauren's from America.
Which is
I'm trying to
amazing.
find the video in a bit. Lauren's from America, and she like hates McDonald's for some reason, and she's like talking about like, oh, I hate McDonald's before she gets drunk, and she's drunk and it's like 12, and she's like,
Oh,
do you guys want to go to McDonald's? And I'm like, I thought you hate McDonald's. No, it's not that bad. So then they went to McDonald's, and they were like in prime position to get like trolled. Like Lauren was like, oh, I want some ketchup, so she went to get ketchup, and like the store's closed now. Because for some reason McDonald's always closed at 12 in Australia,
Right.
which is early because not
Yeah,
obviously
that
here
is
they're
early.
like 24 hours. But so she went to get some ketchup through like the barrier because the barrier's down, and Emil was like, where's she going? I'm like, she's buying another burger, and he's like, another burger? It's closed, and he's like ranting about like how stupid she is. And then she gets back, he's like, why are you buying another burger for her? And she's like, another burger? And obviously because they're drunk, they just don't understand what's going on. And it was so good. It was funny.
Had McDonald's 7 days in a row just recently.
7 days in a row.
Just to clarify, they weren't all meals. Some went
Okay,
to it for a
okay.
McFlurry.
Okay, McFlurries are decent.
But I did it the other day, like I finished it last Sunday. 7 days.
Damn. I know in Australia there's something called Burger Project, and we kind of had it like 5 days in a row, which was insane. Because I had it like one day with Lauren and Caitlin, and it was like hands down the best burger I've ever had. It was so
I had
good.
McDonald's now, I didn't.
And then I'm like, I want to do that again, right? And then I message him, I'm like, do you like burgers? He's like, yeah, I do. So I get him to come, and he likes it like more than I expected to, but in a good way. Because now I'm like, ha, he's my victim where I want to go. So then
What?
because then I know like with Lauren, she doesn't really want to have it that much.
Yeah.
With Emil, I'll just have to go like Burger Project. He's like, do you want to get Burger Project? And like, he just wants to get it instantly.
Oh, you can
So
have it right
I
now.
remember we got it one day, and then the day after walking past the same place, and we had like, I think we had eaten like an hour ago, and he's like, do you want to get a burger? And I'm like, dude, we've just eaten. He's like, yeah, but Burger Project's so close, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Then we ended up doing like 5 days in a row, and it was insane. Like some days I was like, I don't want to do it. He's like, come on, let's go. And he's like, so it was like a drug for him. He was like, yeah, do it. And then we walked past one time because Burger Project was like as frequent as McDonald's is here. It was like really close. We're walking past, and it's like Burger Project now doing deliveries, and he looks at me like, oh no, I'm in trouble.
What have we done?
Yeah.
Oh,
And he, like
love a
every day
burger.
he'd try and deliver it, and he didn't always, but he would do it a lot.
Oh god.
Just love a burger.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. I know, because I did like a blog when I was in Australia, and I just didn't expect anyone to read it, but there was one time I was talking about Burger Project, and I think I mentioned like, jokingly like, it's Emil's like only ever addiction other than like cocaine or something. Like, a stupid joke. And then his family rings him up like, what's James talking about, cocaine? And he's like, they're like grilling him thinking like he actually takes cocaine. It was funny. And then I go to Denmark, and Emil was like, they're gonna ask you about the joke you made on the blog. I'm like, joke? No, he's like, yeah, the cocaine joke. And I'm like, oh yeah. I didn't, but I was so close to just being like, oh, has he not told you about it? And like pretend it was like real.
Oh,
But I
God.
did do that. It was very funny.
That man, disastrous.
Yeah. Georgia, what would you say is the best holiday you've been on?
What, in my life?
Yeah.
Mm.
There's one answer here.
Our camping trip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't a camping trip, apart from when Ruth took us, or one of you. It wasn't me.
What?
Took us that really long way through that field of cows.
Oh
No,
yeah.
'cause when I did DFV, I got
What
fear
the
of
hell?
cows.
Oh dude.
We got chased
So-
by cows on
Oh
DFV.
my god.
Well, so then, DFV was in year 10.
Yeah.
We did this in year 11.
Yeah.
And everyone taking through this field, and I was like, and I get really bad ankles as well, so I was something wrong with my legs. And
Yeah.
I was like, why am I walking right now? I was like, I'm so done. And then we'd walk, oh god, that walk. And then we walked all the way up that hill that one time because it was like
Yeah,
someone's
yeah,
birthday.
for sure, yeah.
And I was like, phone signal was not there for this walk, I swear. Good holiday though, I
No,
did
yeah.
enjoy that.
So we went on this camping trip, right? It was very spontaneous. Ruth was meant to be going with other friends, and they backed out.
Get bailed, yeah.
So she was like, "Do you want to go
Day
camping on
of GCC
Friday?"
results day, I think it was.
It was the day after, yeah.
Day
it was the day after, yeah. And honestly, it was a really good trip.
It
I
was a
really
good
enjoyed
trip,
it.
yeah.
I remember one time you fell in the river.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you had to cross to go somewhere, and I cut my foot actually.
Yeah, you did.
On a rock.
Yeah, you just
Good
fell
trip.
in. I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went on this because it was like really like in the middle of nowhere.
Mm.
So we had to walk.
Where
I remember. I don't know where it was, but I remember we had to walk like an hour to get to the nearest town. It might be even like an hour and a
Yeah.
half. Honestly, it was a very long trip to walk there. And then we came back and we were like, "Let's go on a shortcut." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go."
It was 6 hours, I swear.
And we got like this really long route. Instead of going like up a hill and along, we went like this like gradual hill. And then we ended up in this this field with loads of cows. Like I'm talking, it wasn't even cows. It was like bulls. It was like
Yeah,
the ones
they
with
were
like long horns. And I'm like, oh, I like honestly, I was a little bit scared. But these guys are like freaking out so much. I remember we're walking
Because I had
along.
like I said, because I had an
Yeah,
incident on
yeah,
DV.
We're walking along, and then like the bull's head like comes over the horizon.
And we're
like,
just like,
oh no! We actually just turned back the other way. But there was also these sheep,
oh god,
and
yeah.
you were wrong about that argument.
Oh,
Because I was like,
what did I?
I remember I said like I maybe like laughed loud. I did something that was a bit loud or like
I was very
I was a bit
irritable
fast.
this whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. And they were like,
Is there-
James, don't scare them. They're gonna charge at us. And I'm like,
I said that, did I?
it was you. I think Ruth might have said it, and then you agreed with Ruth.
Probably.
But
She's
I
smart.
was like,
I probably agreed with her.
no, you're wrong, right? They're only gonna attack us if we like, if they actually think we're gonna attack them. If we're
Or
just
they're
a
young.
big presence, they're just gonna stay back, right? That's what I thought. Like, if we're like, you know,
I don't
it's
think
like
any
the
of us are
bulls,
sheep
right?
experts, I'm just saying.
No, but I was saying that like, if you're walking along, you're a little bit loud, you're just normal, like, but they're like, oh, we'll just stay clear, we'll stay our distance. If I went close to them, they probably would have attacked.
Yeah.
That was my argument. They were like, no, if you're loud, they're gonna get scared. They're just gonna charge at you.
I
You have
don't
to be
think I said
aggressive."
that.
You did. You definitely said that because it was 3 against 1. And I was on my own. And
I
then,
think Ben also agreed with us.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah. But it was
That
just.
sounds about right.
It was. Just, I was right about
Yeah, because Ben and Ruth are smart. So I just
that.
went
Whoa,
with what they said.
whoa.
Oh, come on, they are.
Okay, they are.
Yeah. So I guess I just went along with
I
them.
mean, here's the thing. I see both sides to the logic, but I personally think that if you're like intimidating a little bit, they're not gonna just run and like get killed.
I think it depends on the sheep.
Okay, I mean, if you were near
Every
a
sheep
baby,
is different.
if you were near a baby, the mummy sheep would
Oh,
obviously
sheep.
be
Rip
like,
you apart. Sheep kill you.
and if we were like a good like
I don't
from
know.
here to the other side of the pub kind of distance away.
I really don't think.
Yeah, we were pretty far away.
Alright, well I probably remember a bit more.
We were pretty far away,
Okay, yeah, we were.
and they were like really scared that these sheep were gonna get us, and the cows. It was really
Yeah.
fun. And then what else did we do on that camping trip?
A few fires, not good controlled fires.
We had fires, yeah, we had fires.
Marshmallows. Ruth
We
did
did
her
marshmallows.
what was it? Diary thing.
Oh, the what's that called? It's a journal thing.
I started wanting to do one of them as well, but I gave up.
I can't remember what they're called now. It's like a
It's like creative. It's like half drawing, half writing.
bullet journal.
Bullet journal.
She did a bullet journal.
They're quite good. I started one. I didn't complete.
And we had a DS competition on Super Mario's. And
Apparently he
I won
won.
every game. I honestly, I
There's
did.
no proof of this.
Yeah, there is. on if you go on the DS, there's probably like a
I've
record
lost my
somewhere.
DS. I want it back though. I miss it.
Do you?
I love DS. Mario Kart.
DS is fun, honestly. DS is very fun.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Pokemon?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Which one?
Diamond.
Ah, I had Pearl. Pearl was so much better.
Well, I
Did you
had
have
one.
it?
You know, you were cool when you had one of those
Diamond or
illegal
Pearl?
No.
DS cards. You know, the cards with all
I
the
never
games
had
still
one.
on
I know what
it.
you're on about.
See, yes, I had one of them.
Really?
The one I had and it was Diamond. And I had my Nintendos. My I still
Nintendo.
My Daisy's
Wow.
probably dead, so rip Daisy. My lab. Oh, she got a retriever.
Wow.
I think she's gone now.
Oh, I remember there was a swing. You went on the swing.
Oh yeah, by the
By
showers.
tree, yeah.
Yeah, we all went on the swing.
We did.
That was good.
That was very good. It was a good trip,
That
honestly.
was a nice trip.
You know what I think we should do? An NCS reunion camping trip.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. Me and Ellie were gonna do it
Yeah, I'll do that.
this summer. Like we were gonna do it like a
We'll
couple
do it
weeks
next
ago.
summer, I think.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us going uni.
But he was like,
And Christmas will be too cold.
okay, I can do. You know, I got my birthday, so I can't do from the 1st to the 5th of August, and then from the 5th to the 20th, I'm looking after my auntie's dog. So anytime after that, and I'm like, dude, that's like a week that you're giving me to plan. So it
Yeah, we
just
should do it
didn't
next
happen.
year. That'd be good.
I think it'd be really funny.
Should we invite Leader Chris?
We could
I
invite
reckon
Leader
Tom would
Chris.
come. I've not heard from him. Is he in
Well,
the
I
group
think
chat?
if Tom came, no,
Oh no, he's not, is he?
me and Elliot kind of
That's-
kicked him out.
Was it you earlier?
We did it as a joke. So Tom, he was. How would you explain Tom?
I don't know. He's loved. I thought he was really nice.
He was. We didn't dislike him. It wasn't like
No,
he was a bad
no.
person.
I remember we were in Nando's and he was. I think was he looking like nudes or something? And then.
What? What you're? What?
Oh, you didn't know this. Oh, I was sat next to him at Nando's.
Yeah.
Because you know we're spicy.
We went to
And
Nando's.
you know the
a lot.
Nando's in town. There's like the glass.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was nudes or something that came from his
What?
phone. Or he was doing something weird
What?
on his phone, but he kind of was like hiding his phone a bit.
Yeah.
But it was the glass was behind.
Oh.
Is it the phone? Was like you could. Yeah.
Really? He was
It-
he's the one that me and Shivi were talking about last week. The one who he ate the mayonnaise
Oh,
potentially,
yeah.
and the cartoonist fantasy thing. He's like, I've done that.
Oh
He's
my
that
God.
one. Yeah, yeah. But
Do the Cards Against Humanity?
pardon?
I'll sing about it.
Yeah, that was really
Cards
good.
Against Humanity.
Because we personalised it,
Yeah.
and we had like personal ones like Dr. Kitty so and so.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you remember what was the song that we had?
Shoot.
Hitler. No.
Oh, the Hitler song.
The Hitler
Yeah,
song.
Jason found out about that the other day. It's funny.
Mixed with
Hitler.
Wonderwall.
He does a really random
Group 1 and
thing.
2.
Yeah, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Oh.
That was good. That was good.
Mm.
Yeah. So anyway, Tom, he would message everyone like constantly. Like I'm talking like he'd be like, "Hey," and he would just keep talking to you like every day, even or sometimes every hour if you didn't reply. He'd be like, "Hey,
What's his
how are
last
you?"
name?
And he would just constantly message you. Thomas Stone. Yeah, so he's just constantly messaging. It was really annoying. Like I'm talking, he messaged every single person in the group, even some people who were in the other groups. He would just message, "Hey," and then we had a group chat. Did you find it?
No.
I don't know. We had a group chat, and he would just constantly message and never load. So I don't think me and Elliot originally kicked him
I
out
will
of it.
look at it now. I'm gonna
Someone
look
kicked him from it originally, right?
No.
And then it was
We'll
April
find out if
Fool's
it's him.
Day. I mean, me and Elliot both found a screenshot of this the other day, and we were like, "This is bad."
NCS
But it's
casual
funny.
racist orgy.
What?
So I think I added him back in, and then I go like April Fools, and Elliot goes April Fools, and then he goes hey, and then Elliot kicks him.
What?
And then we both say April Fools again. Which
find it.
it was funny, but also kind of mean. But it was
Yeah.
it was funny. It was very funny. Me and Elliot were laughing so much. But here's the problem. Me and Elliot do a lot of stuff in the group chat, and then like the other 14 just go like didn't even respond. So it was really awkward because we like kicked him as a joke, and everyone else just like
Left
they
it.
just
There
saw
was-
it and didn't do anything. So we're like everyone's either funny, like find that funny, or they're just like hating us right now. But like every joke me and Elliot does, everyone just like sees it and doesn't say anything.
I think we couldn't really be bothered. I'm trying to find.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I've just found these pictures. Oh, gifts.
Georgia, I asked Shivy and Louis this. Who was your top 5 people from SGS? Not including people you knew beforehand.
Okay.
Because me and Elliot don't choose each other.
Okay.
Okay.
Ruth.
Yep.
You.
Yep.
Chivy.
Okay, yep. That makes sense.
Dominique.
Really? Dominique? Okay.
She was hilarious.
Okay, yeah. I mean, she was.
Mm.
Oh, you've left key people out. There's 3 people you could throw in there. You've left out Elliot, Louis, and Will.
I know, I'm trying to choose which.
Oh.
Or Jemai.
Or Jemai.
You're funny. Mm.
It's intense.
Go for Louis, he was pretty funny.
Oh!
I'm sorry,
that's
Elliot.
Brilliant.
I love you, Elliot. I do. I do love
The
Elliot, but...
Chivy, in his first try, also left Elliot out, and I just sent him like the 5 seconds of it, and Elliot sent like a crying face, and now I'm gonna send him this. So you know,
Actually,
2 people
to
have
be
just
fair,
left him out.
I would have said Elliot if he'd have come to this.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, you didn't answer our phone calls, so clearly...
I mean, I said this, but I'll say it again just so you know. Mine would be Louis, Chivy, you, definitely. See, Keely and Will.
What, Ruth?
Yeah, Keely and Will are in there, and maybe Ruth, but I just never see any of them. So I would say Will just on the basis that I see him more.
I was judging it at the time.
Oh, at the time, ooh.
That's what I was doing it as at the
I
time.
mean, at the time it would be you, Chivy, Ruth, Louis, and Keely, honestly. I don't know what
Rip
people
them
were.
then.
Oh, well, hang on. I never really spoke to Ben on his own though,
No, I
you know.
know.
So, but I mean, after the camping trip, I might have
Yeah.
put Ben in there.
No,
'Cause
that's
we spoke a lot more.
That was good, that amateur.
The camping trip was very good, yeah.
Mm.
What do you think of the camping trip?
What?
Jason's like
Nothing
half
to say.
asleep.
Just pretend you were there, it's fine. Yeah.
No, it was very spicy. NCS was good.
Mm.
Why didn't you do NCS?
Yeah.
I don't remember what that is.
Is there even a bit of you that wishes you did it?
What was it? It was the...
So it was
Summer
like
thing.
a 4-week thing. The first 2 weeks are like actually you're away from Monday to Friday, and then the second 2 you're at home. It's kind of like school in a bit where you're at
It
home
was
and
the
going to it.
first week we were
First
away
week-
camping.
first week
Second
is away
we were
camping.
in Bath.
And you're doing like archery, rock climbing, you know, canoeing.
Not first week or second week?
That was
First week, yeah, because that's when I went Ruth.
That was really
Second
good.
week
You're
we went
staying
to
in
Bath
tents and
Spa.
Yeah, second week you're at Bath Spa University.
That was really good.
You're staying in dorms. That was really good. That was a
Yeah,
lot of
same
fun.
rules, yeah.
And you're going to lectures, but other than the lectures, you're just good. You know, you watch movies.
You learn.
You're just
It's good
chilling.
like applying for uni stuff as well.
It was. There was some useful stuff.
And then we did charity stuff.
And then
for 2 weeks.
week 3 you're planning the charity event, and then week 4 you're doing the stuff you planned.
What
So,
time?
like,
We did the
raising money.
walk.
We did
Walk
2
slash
walks.
cycle.
Yeah, we did the walk slash cycle. The walk that was a balloon fight.
By the downs.
That
Yeah.
was really good.
I keep going past the downs, and I'm literally like up by the water tower, and I'm like, oh, I remember we ran in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
That was really cute.
We did the church event,
Mm.
which was really close to here actually.
Yeah, yeah. I
And then I think we just did another walk actually. Honestly, we went by
I
like
can't remember
by
what
the
my group
harvest.
did,
Site.
but it did not work out well.
Your group?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I don't remember. Like everyone had a little event, didn't they? Every little group had an event.
Where to? On the last week.
Mm.
Really?
I think.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, was mine the water fight?
Maybe I was mine. Oh, I had a
Who
good
was I
group.
with?
I was with Elliot, Louis, and Chivy actually.
I was
in
with
my group.
Molly.
And it was the funniest thing.
I think it was me, Molly, Dominique, Ben, and Izzy.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe. I remember. So we had to plan like this elderly home visit. We were like visiting an elderly home,
Oh,
which we
yeah.
didn't do,
No, we didn't.
but we were planning to do it. And I don't even know
we did
what.
blood bikes, didn't we? Blood bikes.
Yeah, we did. We did it for blood bikes. The charity was blood bikes. For context, he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Did you have blood bikes on?
No.
Anyway, so me, Elliot, Louis, and Chivy have to plan all of us going to this elderly home to visit and stuff. So I type in Bristol elderly home, right?
Oh god.
And then I don't know what they were talking about, but I guess it was porn.
Yeah.
Because I typed in
Told
like
me.
Bristol elderly porn, and it was the funniest thing. Like their reaction, it was so funny. I mean, it became like
Was
a
I
running
there?
joke. You were
Is that
in
when
the
I was
room.
in London?
No, you were in the room because you saw the three of us like dying with laughter. But I'm talking like it was one of the most times I've laughed. Like I couldn't stop myself laughing. It was the funniest thing, dude. It was so good. It was so funny. Like it was just so stupid. And then Louis like made some jokes, and it was so good. And I remember like it was so stupid, but because we were already laughing about it, and then she was like, "Hey, what's your number?" And then like Louis saying his number, and there's like 69 in it, and then that made them laugh more. Then because they're laughing, I'm laughing more. You know, like when the RE, when you laugh because it's funny, but then also because everyone else is laughing, it makes you laugh more.
Yeah.
It was definitely like that. It was very funny. It was so good. Is that Elliot?
I'm texting again. I said, I see you're not here.
But yeah, NCS was great.
Yeah.
I love NCS.
There's an abroad one now.
No, there isn't. Is there really?
You
That's
should do
good.
that.
I would honestly, if we could do NCS a second time, I would have done it a
I would do
second
it.
time.
No, because we said
But,
this. And we
yeah,
said
I
it would be
don't
the
know,
same.
Yeah, a bit of me would be like,
I might do
where
a
should
leader.
it? You know?
I might try and be a leader.
Me and Elliot want to do it as a leader.
Should we all go?
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Should all of NCS
Because
apply
there's
to be
6
NCS
leaders. If six of us went back and just became a leader, that would be not good for people. Because we would be like just joking between us, and we were meant to be like in charge. So like, we would definitely have like
We had
competitions.
a massive
of
crush.
who's team
All
best.
the boys had a crush on him. He was the girl leader. She our deputy or something.
Oh, Emily.
Emily.
No, Shivy had a trust on Emily, to be honest.
I follow her on Instagram.
Yeah, I do. She went
She was
to
only
St.
a year
Brendan's.
above us. She was only a
Yeah,
year
she
above.
was. She went to St. Brendan's when I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I sent Shivy a picture and he was like, "No, you betrayed me," because Shivy like proper fancied her.
Oh.
It was funny. I mean, he made a rap for her. He's never heard Shivy rap properly in person.
Yeah, he was going to do it last week. But
He was.
Wait,
I know
I
he was gonna do it
can't
last week. Last week I was like Shivy. 'Cause
Why can't he come? Why is Shippy not here?
I think he's maybe working now. Actually, I think he's working. Last week Shivy
In
was
the call
like,
centre still.
yeah, but a different one. He's not selling oils anymore. What was he selling? I can't remember what it was. It was something. Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
But last week he was like, I was like, Shivy, you gonna rap? And he was like, oh, I don't know. And I was like, you were late. He was like, yeah, alright, man. And then we just forgot about it. And Louis did some ASMR, which is the funniest thing ever. Louis ASMR. You know what ASMR is? You don't know what ASMR is? Do you know? You've seen it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, you don't know, like, you watch it,
What
you
is
like
it?
know what it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It's when people whisper
You
like,
should just listen to it.
hey guys, how you doing? And they like whisper and you're meant to listen to it, and they make like sounds and stuff.
I got some headphones, you could do it now.
I mean,
God.
I've like heard it. I mean, I don't personally listen to it properly, but I can see why people like it. You know what I mean? But Louis did it, and he was like, it was the funniest thing. It was really funny. It was funny. And see, your response to this next question could be dangerous.
Oh.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Ooh.
What's that mean?
Oh no, I've been debating this with myself recently. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know.
You don't know.
Things like ghost hunters, I'm just sort of like that. Like, that's clearly staged, but I'm not saying it's not
Okay.
true.
Okay.
They could exist.
Okay.
I think they could exist, but there's no. Well, no,
That's
'cause
it for today, guys.
what about Coco? Like, the film Coco, that's like changed my mind.
That's animated.
It's-
What are you on about?
Yeah, but
What?
that sort of thing could be true.
I don't know, I've seen it.
You haven't seen it? Oh,
Basically,
it's really good.
I haven't seen it for a while, but I don't know
I
why
think
he
I'd
goes
like-
back.
I think I'd like it to be true that ghosts exist.
Okay,
but
okay.
I don't think it's.
He goes to like a land of the dead to find his parents or something. Is that not it?
Basically, it's the
That's
Day of the
pretty much
Dead,
it.
and basically all the families put out pictures of their loved ones who are dead,
Yeah.
and they put out food and stuff, and then so that on that day, if their picture's up there, they can cross over from the land of the dead into like the normal world. Then the boy steals something, and then he goes back with them to the land of the dead accidentally and has to try and find a way back, and it's all very.
Oh. Oh, maybe
It's
I
really
haven't
good.
seen it.
Watch it.
I
would honestly
thought
watch
I'd
it.
seen it, but maybe not.
It made me cry.
Really?
Yeah,
But
I
you
cried.
think that's true?
I cried in Inside Out as well.
Can we just clarify? You think that's true?
No, I said I'd like it to be true.
Okay, that's fair.
I've given like a very vague answer of I don't know. I'd like there to be ghosts, but I don't think there are.
Okay, you're kind of bringing yourself back. That's good. I
guess yours is a straight no.
yeah, not just that. I'm glad you don't completely agree because I despise people who do.
Well, you hate my mum then.
No, not completely. No, my mum also believed in ghosts.
I don't think there's ghosts like the ones you see in like films or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't think that's true. I think there's like, I don't know.
Have you ever felt like you might have seen a ghost? Is there any stories?
No.
No? Okay.
I get a bit shivery when I walk in like a graveyard though.
Yeah?
I don't like it.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I've ever seen a ghost.
Okay.
But there's like my great auntie, she used to own my house,
Yeah.
and she like went in hospital when she was in my house. My mum like gets some when she gets drunk, she gets I feel like convinced that she sees. I'm like, mum. it's
Yeah,
just
my
your
mum
mind."
does that as well, yeah. She just like sees random stuff, she's like, is that a ghost?
I believe in deja vu though. That's true.
Oh, yeah, I get deja vu a lot of the time.
It's weird.
It is weird. Do you feel, okay, do you believe in a reincarnation?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Ooh. What do you think you used to be?
No, no, it's not like animals. I believe in like, you know, like when old people die, like a
Yeah.
baby's born, like they're sort of like
Okay. Do you believe in reincarnation?
No.
straight up no.
Outraged.
Yeah. How can you say yeah?
I like the idea of it.
Yeah, I like the idea.
I like the like. I kind of want it to be real, but no,
Yeah.
I don't believe it either.
All you want things to be wrong.
Well,
Yeah, but ghosts. Do you believe in psychics who talk to ghosts?
no.
Any kind of psychic.
Why was there a pause?
Well, no, no, it's because my stepmom went to one.
Okay,
She's like, I didn't believe in it.
Yeah.
That they literally knew stuff about my family which
But-
they didn't know where they could have known because they didn't give their name. So they couldn't find them on
Yeah.
Facebook or anything.
Yeah.
They'd never met before. They didn't know anything.
But did they actually know stuff, or
Yeah.
did they just say stuff which?
They knew how her dad died.
Well, okay. What did they say?
I don't want
Oh, I don't know if I don't know. I'm only saying this because my uncle went to one, and he was also like,
that. I want to go to one and see.
I want to go to one to see it as well, just because I want to see like
No, I wanna go.
how like
I'll go to Tars.
we should all go to one. But it's annoying because I
I'll go to
like
Tars, the ice cream shop.
Tars.
Yeah,
Tars is really close by.
I know.
Yeah. But my uncle went to one, and he was like, some of the clues, or like connections, weren't even connections. Like one of them was genuinely like, oh, she's saying money. Is that? And it's like that's not something to
That's
do.
a guess.
That's anyone. Like, anyone's got anything to do with money.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, there's someone in your family. They died at a very young age. And it's like, come on, that's like 50-50, you know?
Yeah.
That's not me.
No.
I don't know anyone in my family who died at a young age.
No. Me neither.
Oh, maybe it isn't 50-50 then.
No.
But I don't know. And also, this isn't even a joke. They were it was the mother of my uncle's friend. So like, she also kind of knew him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
What?
Well,
So
yeah,
she-
you go with someone you don't
So
know.
she knew about the events that she
You
was
like
talking about.
contact
Pardon?
your psychic and be like,
Oh, I mean, I want to do it honestly, just because I can laugh at it then.
you can
Well,
be
then you
like,
can see for
Like,
yourself.
no,
those-
you're wrong.
Yeah. Is it a beat? Nope. But I know I saw a video of some reporter who went to a psychic, and she was like, "Do you know who this is?" And they were like, "They died at a young age, blah blah." Blah. And then the person was like, "That's me," and it just got so wrecked because it was like, "Can you see her now?" And it's like, "Yeah, she's talking to me," and like she made it up and like pretend she was talking to the girl. It was like, "This little girl is me." Boom! But it's like she doesn't. I can't remember the exact details, but it's the funniest thing. It's so good.
Gotta play along with it there,
Yeah.
if that happens. I'll be
What
into
about flat Earth?
No, it's round.
Good. Good.
It's round.
Please tell me.
it. Oh no, I'm just kidding.
That's another one where I just don't understand how you can think the Earth is flat.
I can kind of see it because, like,
Yeah,
there's no way for you to tell.
I mean,
like you basically the only reason we know it's round is because we are like trusting other.
I understand why they think it in a way. I
I
understand
would have thought
like,
if I
their
didn't
points.
know that it was round, I'd never seen a picture of it. Like,
I guess.
Yeah, it's
because
like
like you just
annoying.
think you just keep going one way,
Even if you're like in a plane, you
but then
can't
you sort of
see it.
realise. Yeah, because it's when you realise that if you go the other way, you will still get there. That's when you realise it's a circle.
Or maybe you're actually just going in a really big circle on a flat Earth and you can't
Oh,
tell. Like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
massive one. You can't even tell.
Oh man. But yeah, it does annoy me a bit though. I feel like we have two secret flat earthers right next to me.
No,
No.
no, round.
What are you saying?
I'm a round.
You seem very pro flat earth right now.
No,
guys.
round Earth. Earth is round.
So, I'm pretty sure most flat earthers said that at one point, and then they got converted. And I'm feeling the potential to get
I've
converted
never
here.
thought flat.
No?
Always thought round.
Yeah. Sometimes I just see like Miles' face and I'm round.
Oh no, Mars is great. I don't even know if he knows that I found out his password.
Thank
That
you.
was a great moment. So
Xbox on.
yeah,
and, like,
so
everything
ages ago.
actually.
Yeah, everything.
Oh my god.
Ages ago. I'm talking like maybe 4 years ago. Oh no, it was. When we went to Powerland to sign the forms?
Yeah.
That was the day it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I remember. 'Cause
So
you told me. Big
we're
time.
playing the Xbox at my house, right? Me and Mars.
The Xbox, yeah.
Yep.
The Xbox.
And then I think we might have recorded one video, and then we finished that video and we played a bit more. But I forgot to stop the record of the Xbox like laptop screen recorder thing. So a bit later on, I'm like, okay, I have to go to meet Jason. We have to go to Powerland. But it should only take like an hour, so I'll be right back. He's like, okay, I'll just stay here, play some more FIFA. So I'm like, sweet, that sounds good. I go, right? I don't think I actually came back. I think I met him at the Black Castle and we went for food.
Yeah.
Because it took ages, so I was like, Mars, just meet me there. Anyway, so Mars comes over, blah blah, we have food. I go back later on. Oh, the screen's still recording. Uh-oh. So I like just scan through quickly, and I see I don't really message him on Xbox, like ever. But he went on my messages, he's like looking through my messages like to Ryan. And I'm like, damn Mars, what the hell, you little sneaky person. And then he logs into his account when the screen's recording. And I know he's changed his passwords now because I logged into his Facebook, which I'll get to now. It's really funny. But he logged into his account, and his password is in all caps butter56, right? Butter, as in what you spread on bread.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, that's funny. I'm laughing, and I keep it for a good 2 years, of, like just in my knowledge, in my brain. And then I just like to prank him, and I can't remember what I did. I just like logged into his Facebook, put a few things on his wall, and I think I messaged like someone called like Jacob, and I was his friend. It wasn't a random Jacob. I was like, "Oh, you're so hot." Oops, wrong Jacob. And just stuff like that, which was funny. I messaged like all the people who went to our football team, just random stuff. It was really funny. And I didn't actually do that much. I didn't like go through his messages, but it was the funniest thing. I remember like you were there when you were watching me do it, and I was making posts.
I remember
So good.
you were on his emails and you're like, I think there's one more character, and I was
Yeah.
like, underscore.
So Mars like found out about it. He like logs out. He doesn't know I did it. He found out someone hacked his account. He changes his password. I'm like, damn, I had like one more funny thing to do. So I find out his email, but there's like a space missing. So there's like Miles Stapleton is, I don't know however many that is, and it was like an extra space needed before at Hotmail. And we're like, oh, what could it be? 9. And we're like thinking of it. And Jason's like, Miles _Stapleton. And I try it, and it logs in.
Yeah,
it's
that
the
was like
funniest
pretty
thing.
good.
It was so good. I don't even think he knows about it, honestly.
What?
It was funny. I mean, I made a video about it, but I don't think he watched it. I'm pretty sure he would have messaged me if he found out.
Oh my god.
But that was hilarious, dude. That was hilarious. That was very funny. That's good. I'm devastated. I wish I did something more. You know? I had so much power.
Yeah, that's
I
a lot
had
of fun.
power. I didn't use it.
If you had Snapchat back then, you could have just been like, send nudes to like everyone on his.
Oh, you just reminded me of something. Yeah, I should have done that. But in Devon, we found Mars's.
Oh my god.
So we went on holiday to Devon,
That's funny.
and we found his phone. Mars's phone. And I don't know how we knew his password. Honestly, I think you might have just seen
Yeah,
it into his
it was
password.
like in the like car.
So, so Mars goes to sleep, and why did he go to sleep so early? Actually, it was pretty
Fucking
early.
tired?
He went to sleep, yeah. And Jason's like in the bed with him. He sees Mars goes to sleep, and he gets his phone. He brings it out. So we log on, and then we like go on his Snapchat, and we get a picture of Mars laying in his bed with his like duvet up, his eyes closed in the dark, and he just put "anyone awake?" and sent it. But everyone else got a picture of Mars in bed.
Clearly taken.
Yeah, as if he's gone, guys, I've got a great idea. Take a picture of me. Anyone awake? Like, as a joke. So no one replied, but we like put it on Instagram as well. And then we replied with him saying, I am, as if like he's gone, anyone awake? And he's like, he's seen that, and he's thought someone else doing. He's like, yeah, I am awake.
James, on the culture, anyone awake? Good luck.
He's laughing there.
He's gonna be so scared if you wakes up. Did you get it? Oh my god. Wait, let me see, let me show you.
What's that?
I'm done. Capture what you said. Anyone awake? Oh yeah, you replied with I am. When your picture says who's awake, you replied I am. On that picture you uploaded.
On what?
On Facebook, yeah, on Facebook.
Anyone awake? When we posted it, I commented. Anyone awake? I commented, that's you on there, said, yeah, I am.
Dude, this is so funny.
And then we put comments on loads of people's Instagrams of like, we might have done it on yours honestly for Mars. I think we did it with you once. Wait, maybe that's why he followed you. Honestly, I wonder why
Wait,
he
what?
followed you.
Hang on, what happened?
It was a long time ago, but he put like it was a random emoji. I know with someone, Rogan put like 2 buildings and a plane emoji.
Oh my
What,
god.
Yeah.
commented on my Instagram.
Yeah, he should have done. It was a long time ago. It was I can tell you when it was. It was oh
Or he would have commented on my Instagram.
no, it wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been. It was a week before NCS.
I don't know.
I just realised it was a week before NCS. No, he might have done when I had it as a password the second time, you know.
When was this?
Why are you looking on his?
I don't know, I'm really confused. Look on mine.
I did it with Mars like about a year ago.
A year ago.
Yeah. But yeah, with
What were you doing a year ago?
that was funny. And then Mars woke up, and oh, there was something to do with Dropbox. He saw like something on open Dropbox. That's how he found out we were on his phone. Because he was looking for his phone, and then you managed to like walk in and drop it behind him. Remember? You definitely managed to do that.
What?
Actually, both because the year before that we trolled Jaden, and both times you managed to get away with it and look like you were just innocent. Because you were staying in their room. So there was one time I think with Mars you pretended you were sleeping. Honestly, I think you were pretending you were sleeping. yeah. And then with Jaden we changed his time.
Oh my god, that was a good one.
That was a
such
great
a good
prank.
one.
That worked so well. Like, he only found out because I told him. We could have kept running with that, honestly.
You should change the language on someone's phone.
Well, that'd be like,
That would trouble.
Change the
yeah,
language
that'd be
to Italian or something.
harsh.
I've
I
done
mean, it's
it.
funny. I'll do it. But
I've done it.
oh, have you?
Yeah.
What happened?
They got annoyed and I
Ah.
changed it for them.
But yeah, with Jaden. Have you met Jaden? No, I don't think you have. With Jaden, we changed his time, so it was actually 1 a.m., but we changed it to 6 a.m. And the day before, we were like, Jaden, we're gonna get up at 6. He's like, yeah, okay, we'll go for a run. He's like joking. So he goes to bed at like half
Go to
12.
the Gym or something.
Yeah, we go to bed at half 12, and then at like 12:40 we change his time. Me and Jason's still awake. So then I go in his room at like 6, but it's actually obviously like 1. And then I'm like, Jaden, what up, bro? It's like morning. He's like, what the hell? And I'm like, it's morning. He's like, it's not morning. I'm like, yeah, it's this morning. No, it's not. And he checks his phone, and there's like a 5 seconds like frozen like, it's not morning. And then I show him like, because we both change our times as well. So then, yeah, look. And then we both. He's like, no way. And he's like, and then, some of his one-liners were funny to me. He's like, I closed my eyes and then you were just there next to me. I like, I was asleep for like 5 seconds. And then we're like, I don't know if he just didn't realize he wasn't tired, but we were like, how tired are you? And he's like, 12% tired. I'm like, 12%? That's not even tired. You had like 10 minutes of sleep.
You
And
like
then-
made a glass of milk.
Yeah,
as
I was
well.
like, do you want any cereal? He's like, no cereal. So I went, I just poured a glass of milk and I put it back in. He's like, he's like, I don't even like milk. So Jason, who's pretending he was already asleep, he's like, I'll have the milk. And he's like making the milk. And then I remember Jaden was like, why is my phone not charged? And then you pulled like some key strat where you were like, you pretended this plug wasn't plugged in. So you like pretended to push it really fast. You were like, oh, it wasn't plugged in. That's why I didn't charge
I
it.
don't remember that.
Yeah,
Damn.
you did. Because he was like, my phone's not charged at all. And you were like, it wasn't plugged in. Yeah. And then
Tactical.
when we kept going with it for like at least 10 minutes, and he was like, I think he started to believe it for sure. And then
It was like bacon.
Yeah. Then I was like, do you want some breakfast? He's like, yeah. So we go out, and he gets the frying pan and some oil, and I'm laughing so much. It was the funniest thing. And then he like gets the bacon out, and then I can't remember what he did. He got like, what was it? He was like, where's the butter? And I was like, what for? He was like, well, pour the oil. It, like something that didn't make sense, but it was just so funny. And then he turns the fire on, or like the gas, and I just lost it. I lost it so much. It was very funny. And he was out there like, he didn't actually start to cook the bacon. So I went into my room and I turned off the light and I just got in bed. And when he opened the door, he's like, James? He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, Jaden, what are you doing? It's like 1 a.m. He's like, show me the time right now. And he looks outside. I don't know why he didn't already, but he looks outside and it's like pitch black. And he's like, what time is it? And then he goes back into his room, and then Jason, who'd like being a pro, he changed his time.
Oh, yeah,
Jaden's time back. So Jaden checks his time. It's like 1:30 a.m. That was one of my
That
favorite
sounds
things.
quite funny.
It was one of my favorite things.
Jason, you don't get help. What? Shh, be quiet. It's like 6:30-ish. It's 6:40. Yes. What are you on about? It's not 6:30. It's 6:40. I swear, I've only just closed my eyes. The gym doesn't open till 8 o'clock, you said. Yeah, we gotta have breakfast. Come on. Do you have breakfast after the gym? It takes 3 hours to eat breakfast. Sam, do you want some egg or something? Yeah. Just go make it. You said you were 10% tired. Yeah, 10% out of like 24 hours. Did you not like not sleep at all? I literally closed my eyes and you were there next to me. No way. Yeah, I literally went like this. Oh. I didn't even sleep. I didn't feel the sleep. I didn't dream. I just woke up. Just blinked. It must be like some kind of like. No, I just didn't dream. Make some egg and bacon, you know. Eggs and bacon. What, like. What? Why was that so funny? How'd you cook bacon? Shall I put it in the oven?
Bro, I remember texting, like, you were in the other room and just being in the dark and you're like, I think he's asleep now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember the texts were really like
Oh,
really
it's
delayed.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was there, and it was like 5 minutes later, and you hadn't replied yet. And I was like, did Jason fall asleep? And then I get like 10 messages at once of like, he's asleep now. What are you doing? Come on, go now. Where are you? Wait, he's awake again. Don't come. And I'm
Yeah, it
like,
was
oh, damn.
It was like, I don't know, the connection was awful.
Yeah, the connection was really bad. That was really funny. That was
But
very funny.
yeah, it was. I wanted to make sure it was like.
I just remembered the other prank we did. Well, my nan. The robbery
Yeah,
thing.
man, that was so bad.
What?
So we were at a caravan, right? My nan's caravan.
Yeah.
Us, me, him, Jaden, and my grandparents.
Cute.
And so we go swimming. And my nan's like, did we lock the caravan? And they couldn't remember. They had, but they couldn't remember. But they didn't want to go up and check, so we're like, oh, of course we did. So we finished swimming before them. I think they might have not even been swimming. They might have been just chilling in the cafe.
Something happened, yeah.
But we get back, we like sprint back, and we're like gassed. We thought of the best prank. So we get back, we unlock the caravan, and we kind of like hide everything. So we like
Was
hide.
we doing, like,
hide
some
the
small
TV.
things?
Me and Jason were just like moving the TV, moving the kettle. Jaden's like
He, like,
turning over
lifts
chairs.
up, like,
He gets like
the
the pillow
cushions.
off the sofa. He's like pulls it off. He gets like his clothes. He chucks it on the floor. He goes like hardcore with it, and we're like, Jaden, calm down, dude. He like, I'm pretty sure he hit the knife and forks for no reason. Anyway, so we gassed, and we think it, like, to be honest, it was a pretty good prank. Like in terms of just the
Could have been
amount of
funny,
effort we went for it.
but
So we go and hide, like 3 caravans down. They don't know we've come back at all. They come back with the caravan door wide open, right? They walk in, and I remember everything's gone, right? The TV's gone, and she just goes, because we got footage of it, she goes, where's my Kindle? Right? That was the first thing that comes to my mind. And then we're there like behind caravans, like giggling to ourselves, and then we just hear, James! And instantly I was like, crap, we're dead. So I brought it in, and I'm like, haha, joking. They're like, they're just really angry. They were like, so, this is the angriest I've ever seen them. And they were like, this has to stop, blah, blah, blah. And Jaden's like, just not even, doesn't realize he's in trouble. I remember like, we were like packing everything away, and Jaden looks at me, he's like, I'm like, no.
oh my god.
Jaden, what are you doing? You remember, we have to clean this back up, man.
Yeah, I know, like lift this
They're
up.
gonna get so angry.
So yeah, guys, we've got everything set up. Everything, like, it's just a tip. And yeah, we're just waiting. We're waiting game.
Playing the waiting game.
Yeah, when they pull up, we're gonna switch our cameras on and just leg it.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be close enough so we can hear their reactions.
What? Where's my iPad? You don't say you didn't lock the door. Hang on, I've cut on the look where you've gone. Ah, but a camera's here. James!
Go.
James, come on now. The joke is getting a bit too much now. That's a bit very ridiculous, isn't it? Ridiculous isn't the word for it.
Another time.
And then it was like, because we set up like some cameras or something.
Yeah,
and
you
one
put
of
your
them,
camera in on top of the microwave.
yeah, something
And
like
that's
that.
how they found out.
They like immediately saw it
It was
as well.
like,
They
it
walked
was
in
like,
and
is the kettle here?
direct.
No. But there's a camera! That's how we found out it was us.
they immediately
Oh,
saw
that's
the camera.
funny. That was very funny.
Um,
That was a good holiday. That was a very good holiday.
Ooh. I went to London on Saturday and I went to the London Dungeons.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever been there?
No, I've heard that.
I don't think I have, you know.
Ah, damn.
Whoa.
It's
Really
like £30, but
Yeah.
I totally recommend it. You should go.
Really?
It's Harry Potter World. That's good.
Yeah, we went there.
Yeah,
we went.
Yeah,
It was very
Harry
good.
Potter World.
It's really good, actually.
Damn, I super recommend it.
What was London like, anyway? Oh, was
I
it
don't know,
good?
I've been a few times with Grace. So.
Yeah, we went with Mars. That was funny.
Yeah.
What did we do to Mars? We did something. Oh, I remember,
I remember trying to hold the Big Ben in between the fingers.
Yeah.
Oh god.
we were like,
It was so
Miles.
I was trying to eat it or something.
make it look like it's coming out your mouth. He's still like, I just like 50 feet away from him, and it doesn't look that good at all. He stood there like pretending it's coming out his mouth, and it doesn't look. I'll find a picture of it. It's very funny. But what is it? Oh, we were on the subway, and I was like, 2 more stops, guys. And it was actually 3 more stops. And when he gets to 2 more stops, he like gets off the subway on his own on the stop. That was funny. was very funny. It had to be that
Damn,
moment.
actually I got in trouble because the day I went,
Yeah.
like last Saturday, it was like the district and the circle lines are closed, which are like the two main lines that
Really?
are right at Paddington.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like trouble because
Oh,
there's only like
damn.
one line out or like 2 lines.
Yeah. Wow, that sucks.
That was annoying.
That's unfortunate.
Remember we went to Western and Aaron walked into the wall of the mirror maze?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
That
was-
was true. Cause
That was one of the funniest moments of my life. I laughed so much at that. We're in mirror maze, right?
Yeah.
We're in there, and I happen to be videoing just like randomly, and I get Jason, and he's walking along, and he goes, "Wow!" and he bumps into the wall, right?
yeah.
And I'm like laughing so much. I mean, Aaron on the other side walks into the same bit of glass like 2 seconds later, and it was the funniest thing. And I laughed so much. I literally died right there. And we didn't get it on camera, but Aaron also like walked into it, and I remember like I heard a bang. I look up, and Aaron's like on the floor.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
There was like no one at the entrance, and there was no way to get in. So I'm pretty sure like you and like climbed in or something. We like climbed in.
I think Aaron did. I think Aaron might have climbed in because I think he didn't scan or something. So he technically he was allowed in, but he just climbed in.
And we got trolled at the aquarium too.
Oh yeah, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
So we're in Western, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know where we went. We went to like London 2 weeks before, and we were like, let's go to Western.
Just chilling.
Yeah, just for fun. So it's raining a lot, and Aaron's like, I want to go to the aquarium, and me and him's like, yeah, sure. So we walked like half an hour to get to the aquarium. It's tipping down with rain, like a lot of
going
rain,
crazy.
like, loads.
Jesus.
We get to the aquarium, and we don't even go in. Aaron's like, we don't need to go in if we don't want to. So we walk there, and then we just walk back in the rain again. We
We were
didn't
in there for
really-
like just in the like lobby.
We were in like the shop bit for like 5 minutes just to dry, and then went back in the rain.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It wasn't raining as much as when we finished filming Chronicles of Genetifer.
Chronicles of Genetifer, it rained a lot. That was
it was like not
actually-
raining that bad.
Yeah, yeah. What, like, if I jumped in a pool, I wouldn't have got any more wet because I was already as wet as I could get at that point.
It was like chill.
It was really chill. We were just walking
And
around.
it was,
We
like,
were talking
started
about
raining,
Elton.
we were
We were
like-
talking about Elton John because you had never heard of any
Oh
of his
yeah, we were
songs.
talking about music.
Yeah,
And it was like,
Love Elton John.
Elton John's good. He's very good. Yeah,
He's in Kingsman too.
he is. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
in
he's
Kingsman
funny.
too. What's your favorite Elton John song?
Oh, I don't know the name. Oh, the one
Sing
that's in
it.
Kingsman. Where?
Oh,
Something
Saturday.
Rock? Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Saturday.
That's pretty decent.
Saturday.
Anyway, yeah, so it's like really chill rain.
yeah.
We're walking along, doo-doo-doo, and then suddenly it's just like, boom! And it's like genuinely the most thing I've
Literally,
ever
like-
seen ever.
Someone just freaking
It's like,
went crazy.
like you know in a swimming pool and there's that thing that tips over and
Yeah.
it was like that constant. It's like and I'm there and my clothes are like drenched and I'm like and there's like it was insane. That was funny though. I blame Rogan because he didn't turn up for that day.
would have finished earlier.
We would have finished earlier. We'd been home.
Oh my god, I don't know how it rained so badly that day.
Oh, that was funny. That was funny.
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
We will
Yeah.
get paid tomorrow.
Do you? How often
Yeah.
do you get paid?
Monthly.
How often do you get paid?
Monthly.
Really? I get paid every Friday.
I get paid
What the hell?
24.
Every Friday.
Well, I've got to spend like 15 days at uni with no student loan.
Really?
The student loan that starts with 24.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I got down on a Sunday, so I've got to somehow live.
Are you scared?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
When did you start working at Home Bargains?
On Saturday it would be 2 weeks,
On
so it's very very recent. Yeah. So I get my first paydays are this Friday.
Your
That's
first
the
payday?
That's my first one.
Oh, if we said every Friday, what?
Yeah, but it takes like a week buffer.
Oh.
It was the same at Powerland. So then after you quit, like a week afterwards, you get paid. So it's kind of like a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say, when I left Banco, so you know how I had lots of holidays?
Yeah.
More like just coincidentally, like 2 months into it, it was the end of the year. So the amount of holidays you get reset. So I already had like 4 holidays, and then my holiday days get reset. So then I went on one other holiday and I quit. So when I quit, they had to pay me for all my unused holidays.
Wow.
So I got paid like loads of money, and I wasn't expecting it, and it was really
Mine's the other way
chill.
around, like, because John Lewis here starts in February,
Yeah.
I've taken so much holiday, like, not so much, I get 9 days.
9 days?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
But
How many days did
I
you
work
get?
part-time.
I got 28 days.
Yeah, I
at
think it's
Banco.
27.
Yeah.
But so
Okay, yeah.
I've used up 7.
Yeah.
I've got 2 more in November, but I owe them money because the ratios didn't work out.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow.
Wow.
That's weird. How much money?
And 2 days worth.
Oh, okay.
So that's basically about 60 quid. So
Damn, that's a lot of money
Wow.
to lose just
I know.
from not taking. Well, yeah, that's weird actually.
I know. Oh
Hmm.
well.
Yeah.
Sad.
Why do you ever wait?
I don't know. Trying to share strength.
What, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what Jim's been doing.
Yeah, what's the
Ready,
gym?
ready?
It's
Left,
only,
left hand.
it's only like
Boom.
5 kilograms, right?
Yeah, right, hang on. Lift it a minute, lift it.
What do you mean? Okay.
In the last month, you've lifted more weight than Elliot. Actually true.
Why is that? No, it's nothing.
Yeah, that's not heavy.
I know it's nothing. I could do it with one finger. No, I can't.
I have a box underneath and there's more of it.
Just bring Elliot over here and make him go to the gym.
Yeah.
Has he not? Has he even seen your
No,
message?
really offended.
What
Oh, betrayer. Yeah.
Classic.
No.
Classic betrayer.
Classic betrayer. Not as much as betrayer as Will and Rogan. Will, he's still not in an episode. Let's all make a guess what episode he's gonna be in. I'm gonna say.
This is a
I'm gonna say 12.
12? My god.
We do this every week.
No, it's not gonna
It's
be.
just
every
like,
week. It's just
oh,
I'll go
whenever.
with 9.
9? Okay.
It's gonna be that late. I'm gonna say like 8.
Okay, if you would have said 6, that would have been.
Yeah,
No, I was gonna say 7.
Okay.
But-
Where's Will
8.
at? Is he just not around?
I don't know, man.
Will Hall. Okay.
Message him. Do the same thing.
Let's call him.
Just be like, yeah, where you at, bro?
Can I press the FaceTime?
He could be in this episode.
Yeah, who's that?
This is a 1 second
Can I press FaceTime?
cameo.
Do it.
Yeah, go for it.
We're just be really surprised.
Will. When was the last time you messaged him?
What happened?
Oh, never. Oh.
No. I've seen him a few times, like coincidentally.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw him when he had the hairnet on.
Yeah, MS.
Yeah, you told me that.
I
Yeah.
put it on the NCS chat.
Wait, you worked in the Mall, right?
Yes, I
Is that not a really long journey for you?
No, 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Really?
But I drive, so.
I mean, 20-minute drive is quite long.
I swear like no
For
offense,
work.
yes can drive.
Yeah, you know you might be right.
It's,
Um,
me and Ben can.
Will can. I know.
Oh,
Will
Ruth can.
Elliot is learning now.
Is he? No.
I think so. I think he had like 1 lesson
What's this?
driving.
Oh.
I actually don't know if I don't think she ever can. You know.
No, I don't think she can.
No.
You haven't even started, have you?
No.
You should, it's fine.
I will eventually. I will soon, I guess. But I don't know. It's just not something that like.
I bet it's like you'd like better to do it earlier rather than later though.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I've technically had my license for like almost a year now and haven't driven since.
Yeah. I feel like I'm
So-
the same though.
I
feel
drive like 4 times a day.
Well, I genuinely
I have
feel
no
like.
reason to drive.
Yeah, I feel like I would just
I
get the
have
bus to
20 miles
town
left in my
anyway.
car.
I mean, you might as well
'Cause,
get
like-
the license, but still,
Yeah,
I
but,
don't
like-
see the point.
I have to
For
because my
me-
parents are divorced, so it's like going back and forth.
Oh.
For me, driving to town would just be like a waste of money because you have to pay for parking,
Oh
right?
god, yeah.
So I would just get the bus to town.
And
I mean-
insurance and everything.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
it's so
gas.
expensive.
I guess I would get the bus. I would drive to gym, but like it doesn't actually save
It's
me
so
that much
expensive
time.
driving. It's £100 insurance a month.
A month?
What?
Okay.
That's cheap.
Never drive.
That's cheap.
No way.
That's quite cheap.
Right, well,
I-
guess
I'm
I'm
just
just
not
not
gonna
gonna
get
drive.
insurance.
I get a free bus though.
Yeah, I know you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like no reason.
£100 a month. Are you crazy?
Then petrol. Then you'll pay for car.
Oh, that's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, that's why I broke. I have £14 in my bank account, I just checked.
Really.
But I'm going Nando's tonight and I get 20% off Nando's.
It's decent. What meal do you get? Nando's?
Mango and lime,
I've never
half
been.
chicken.
You've never
What?
You've never
Yeah,
been
never
to
been.
Nando's?
You never been to
Are you
Nando's?
kidding me?
Well, okay, I went one time and a
Yeah.
group of people I was with was like, we don't want to wait an hour because like
Oh,
they're
really?
like grill broke or something. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, you have to wait like an hour. And
Oh,
we're
that's
like,
insane.
Michael
Yeah,
Gomez
thanks.
is good.
so Yeah, basically
Oh,
the
I
only time I
know.
went, I got
I've
drunk.
only just started going.
Oh, dude.
So we're like, oh, my mom's now. Oh.
I always get the same thing, and we talked about this last time, and Louis just makes fun of me all the time. Because I get it plain. I get a plain burger.
Are you okay?
Guy, come on, come on.
You can have that at home.
It take.
Try mango and lime. Have you not tried mango and lime? That's
No.
nice.
Mango and lime sounds good.
Mango and
Just
lime
from
is
like
nice.
the sound of it.
Disgusting.
No, it's not, 'cause it's nice.
Oh,
It's
maybe
crispy
just
on the chicken. You get
mango
half a
lime's
chicken. Have to
Yeah.
get peri salted chips. You can't get plain chips.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I do get plain chips.
what time is it?
Oh, I have no idea. What time is it?
4:10.
Okay.
Let's go. I might be going into town, so.
Well, what for? Is it the game thing?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's only on Thursdays. I
Oh,
don't know,
wow.
I just want to. Well, actually, I want to go and get some badges because I'm gonna like badge up my
Badges?
Yeah, like pins.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I got
okay.
3, but.
Ooh, that's what you.
We get halloumi sticks for starter with the chili jam.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
36 decent.
Mm.
So when Will and Chevy were on here, we asked him a question at the end. When you're next on here, let's say it's a year, right?
Probably.
Just roughly a
probably
year.
bit
Yeah,
more.
yeah. What would you have liked to done by then? What would you like to have achieved?
Survived university without alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, because my course is all coursework and I do like most of it
Yeah.
actually my first year, weirdly.
Yeah.
So I guess done pretty well in that.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll come back on just crying like I'm tripping student debt and how I've quit mine. I've started this with so much hope and it's all just gonna fade.
That's the first question is gonna be about that, and you're gonna be like.
Let's just not talk about it. Yeah.
That's a decent achievement. That's a decent target. I think you should try to start a club. That's your.
Well, I'm joining some societies.
That's your GiLuiJ discussion aim.
But I'm joining some.
What societies? Is it the Flat Earth Society?
No. I'm gonna join
That'd be so funny.
I'm gonna join pole dancing.
Really?
Well, pole fitness.
Interesting. Okay.
It's really good. It's really good exercise. Really good for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
core. Basketball.
Basketball.
Oh my
Like
god.
basketball.
Whoa, that's cool. That's,
Yoga.
see, that's the stuff I
And a
want.
club called Crafty Bitches.
Okay.
That's where they do craft stuff like knitting.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really boring.
You should start a podcast club.
Well, this isn't a podcast because you said it was going to be audio. Podcasts are audio, I swear.
Well, basically, it's audio.
Yeah.
You can listen to it with our video, really.
Look, ready? If you watch this, if Georgia watching this, close your eyes. Boom, audio.
Yeah, you need to try something spicier at Nando's.
Okay,
Try
I
mango
will.
and lime.
Let's go.
Let's go right now.
Today.
Shit, it cuts it.
Yeah, let's
Try with chili
transition
jam.
into a vlog.
Have you got a Nando's? Have you got a Nando's card?
No. I've
You
been
get
like
free
5
stuff.
times.
You've got so much free stuff.
Really?
If you get
I
free
wouldn't have, so
time,
I've never gone.
I'll
Yeah.
explain to you the chili system.
Okay.
So, this is the ring.
Yeah.
So the first free is a starter or a quarter of a chicken.
What, for free? A
Yes.
quarter of a chicken?
Yeah.
Is that not a lot?
No. And then the orange, you
Yeah.
get is either free
Wait, the orange?
the 3 up to number 6.
They're orange.
And then
No, you
green.
can't have both a green and an orange.
That's not green.
That's
Don't
green.
lie to me.
That is green. And then these
Okay.
are red. So if you get a red one, you get a whole chicken
A whole chicken.
for free.
Alive or dead?
Dead.
How much have you spent to get?
Yeah, how much does that cost you?
Probably a lot.
Wait, how much is it to
You
get
have to put
one
7.
chili?
£7.
£7.
That's not too bad because you just scan it when you go.
Can you not just buy like 3 drinks?
No, I have thought about doing that before.
Yeah.
Like buying 3 drinks, that's £7.
Yeah.
And then you get your free. So I'll get half a chicken with that.
Oh yeah, you would just buy 3 drinks and then, oh, I get half a chicken.
Oh, what is it?
I love that
Oh, I
now.
can get a My John Lewis. If you get a My John Lewis card, you get free coffee and a cake voucher. I'm just saying. So
Wow.
over in the mall.
Damn.
Not bad.
That's
So
pretty
hang
special.
on, I should be getting.
Jason, what would you like to have done in a year?
Yeah, well, we did this like a week ago.
Okay, can you remember your answer?
Yeah.
What?
Finish my costume.
Finish your costume. How progress?
I mean,
Costume?
In a week?
not that much. I painted something,
Okay. He has a costume.
and I made this as well.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's like
Oh, what's
cast.
that? I noticed that and I kind of
Yeah,
just
it's
didn't
like-
think about it actually.
What is it?
I like wrapped myself in tape. And
Yeah.
I'm hoping I could build on it, but it's not very good.
But are you going to be able to actually put it on?
No, I'm
You
not
can
putting it on.
mash it.
Oh.
Mate, it's a shirt, and it's filled with books.
Wait, it's filled with books?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
What is happening?
I don't understand.
Oh, it's like a kind of like a cast thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
and then you can do something on it, but it doesn't work. So it's just like here. It's like a dead body.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna say my answer. Have a dog.
Oh, get a dog. What too?
I've been trying for like 19 years.
Get a dog.
I want to get a
For
dog.
19 years.
I really have.
Get a
And
dog.
we're getting so close.
I've got a
expensive.
cockapoo called Jackson and a
Yeah,
lab
just
called
be like-
Eric.
I want a dog now.
Just get one. What will they do?
Yeah.
Why can't I just buy a dog?
Why not?
Get one for the shelter.
I tried.
Why don't you get like? My friend's got a crested gecko. They're
Bring a knife, it'll be
A
free.
gecko?
no, because
I don't
it's a
want to
jumping
downgrade to a
one.
gecko.
They're pretty cool.
I want a dog. I want to teach it. And then this time next year, when you're back, he's going to be sat here with us. He's going to be so well trained that he's going to sit
Attack.
there.
God.
I would like, do you believe in ghosts? And you'd be like, yeah. And that's his instinct. Oh man, but no.
So who's next then? Who's in the next episode? Hopefully, Will.
Pick someone. Not Will, because he won't have. Who would you think would be cool? You don't know.
Dominique could be hilarious.
Dominique. I think,
What about Keatley?
yeah, Louis
Keatley.
Chivy's so cutely.
What about Aaron and Kieran?
Aaron and Kieran.
They're identical twins. We couldn't tell them
What
apart.
about,
One of them broke their arm. And then CS.
What about Aaron?
I don't know.
Aaron. As in, you met Aaron. Aaron. Yeah, he was the tall, blonde,
No,
spiky
Eliot's
haired one.
next.
Huh?
Elliot's next.
Elliot's not. I bet Elliot doesn't happen.
Doesn't even. He'll be like, I'll come, and then he'll be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I've got that.
Sorry, I'm at the gym. Oh, how dare you?
Oh! Will replied. Yes.
Interesting.
Was that meant for me?
Just yes. Did he reply just then?
No, he replied as soon as I rang.
Oh. Oh, he's seen it now. Imagine if he's like, oh, that idiot. He just like, betrays you.
The typing
Invite
is
him
just.
to be in a podcast, completely unrelated.
Yeah, but I've started my own podcast. I've started my own podcast. You should be in it. And then just give him this location, and then he shows up.
And then if you
So-
join,
so send the location.
You answer the door.
It's
He's typing a long time, dude.
what is this?
You're probably just gonna say like one word. Plus FaceTime.
Yeah, FaceTime and see like that. Yeah, here we go. No, you put it on yourself first, so he doesn't suspect it.
Yeah, do
I
it.
said I'm with
Just do one.
James.
And then put it to me in a
Ring.
minute.
So
It's me,
Will,
James.
we didn't like you. Will Hall is here.
Oh! Hang on.
Yes!
Hey!
Will!
Honey,
Hey!
honey,
Wait, is he in a
Hey.
Christmas jumper?
Yeah.
Are you in a Christmas jumper?
It's not a Christmas jumper.
It totally is, Will.
This is a,
Show the camera, show the
this is
camera.
a fresh.
He's here! Boom! Pardon?
Look, can you not see those llamas?
Oh.
They're Christmas llamas. They have a Christmas tree next to it.
I have
Red
never
and green.
seen a Christmas llama.
Uh,
Never seen
I see one right now. There's one on your jumper, buddy.
So why is Will not here? That's the question.
All the fans, they were wondering where Will Hall is. We promised him for 3 episodes now.
He's really.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you will.
It's hard to hear at the moment. My phone's like being very quiet.
If you were sat in the room, it wouldn't be hard to hear.
Yeah.
Joking.
Funny.
Why are you on a podcast? Why is he not here?
I don't know. He keeps betraying me.
You don't look very
No,
busy.
I keep meaning to do it, but every time and like I'm doing something else. So I've been out today already.
Sitting on the sofa, does it? I'm joking, Will. I'm joking. I'm
I've
joking.
literally been out today already.
Where did you go, Will?
Me, I went to see a friend who I haven't seen in a long time. Went to the Beefeater.
Was it Elliot?
Oh, nice.
Imagine it was Elliot. How was it?
Yeah. It was good. It was alright.
I'm glad to hear that, Will. I'm glad to hear you well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
How are you?
we're good.
Good. We're good.
Jason's good as well. Don't forget Jason.
Yeah, don't forget Jason.
Hi, Jason.
Wait, you?
Hello.
Oh yeah, you met him at the scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
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 That was a while ago, but yeah.
Well,
Anyway, thank you, Will.
hang on, I'll to say bye to everybody.
Next episode was gonna be here.
In this,
I will feature, I promise.
in this llama talk.
In his Christmas llama job at the top.
I'll go full Peruvian on you, don't
Wow.
Thank you, Will.
Thanks, Will.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
You too, Will. You too.
Bye.
Love you.
Crikey.
Thanks.
Wow.
Boom. There he is, guys.
There he was. But no Elliot.
No Elliot. We haven't got Elliot yet.
This is why he was not on the list.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a new list. Mine's gonna be Will, Georgia, Shivy, Louie, and Ruth.
Boom.
Boom. It was a boom.
Mike
It's like-
jumps.
No Elliot.
No.
Yeah. Well, Georgia, do an outro.
Bye.
No, that's a better outro than that.
Bye.
That was the exact same.
Do some ASMR.
Do some music.
Yeah,
We'll
sing,
do a
sing
musical.
song. Sing a song. Ready?
I
I'll do
no.
the beat.
No.
I'll do some bass. Doom, 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 doom.
Go.
Oh,
That could have been a
That was a
magical-
good
I
idea.
said bye.
That would have been
Amazing.
such a good
Could have done a
moment.
musical by.
You could have just
Or
gone
rhythmic by, like.
Whoa. You could have done like a boss.
I said bye.
That would have been some. That would have gone viral if you did that.
That was going to be in our next album.
I'm really sad I do not feature in the album.
What's this one gonna be called? The GiLuiJ. His last name's Sim.
It's a great name.
GiLuiJ. GiLuiJ. So his last name's Louis, right? And his kind of nickname is LuiJ. So that's why he's GiLuiJ, right? And then when Louis and Shiv were here, we called it the GiLuiJ Shiv. GiLuiJ. And then now you're here, it's I don't know.
I don't know why I'm just calling it GiLuiJ featuring.
GiLuiJ.
Beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah. That's it, guys. Georgia. In one word, what did you think of the podcast?
Spicy.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's what Shivy said.
Yeah.
You have to say
Nice.
Can't not say spicy.
Can not say spicy.
Well, you can't. Your mayonnaise is disgusting.
No.
Plain chips and plain
Don't do
chicken.
this to me. I bet
Plain chips,
Louis
plain
told
chicken.
you to service, didn't he?
No, I thought it was Louis.
Look, Louis already gives me enough stick about it.
Well, you're getting it from me
Okay.
now.
You're just jealous because my meal was a lot better than
I'll
yours.
send you my Nando's tonight.
Okay.
We'll have it tonight.
And
You
we'll
know, you can
debate-
get the sauce in Tesco,
Yeah.
like the
Oh, really?
bottle bit, and you can marinate it.
Well, when you're next year, this time next year, we'll go to Nando's. Jason, I get like both of us, and he can try a bit of each, and he can say who's his best. Yeah.
Nando's. Get one there.
I'm hungry.
Oh, Wagamama's there.
I don't know what Wagamama's is.
I
Yeah.
only recently started getting it, so I got my discount.
I would
Wow.
have.
I get my discount,
Yeah.
so it's 20% off.
Yeah.
But I'm leaving. But it's fine because they didn't know I have the Mal discount card.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's
I'll
pretty
keep
decent. I haven't. Oh, at uni, are you going to stay there on like half terms as well? Or are you coming back?
No, I try and come back like quite a lot. I reckon I'll
Yeah.
come back every couple of weeks.
Oh, really? Really? Every couple of weeks?
Yeah, but like my sister's 3, so I'm gonna miss her.
Oh, yeah, that's
How
fair.
far
That's
away is
fair.
Birmingham? It's kind of
Hour
far,
and
isn't
45
it?
minutes.
Yeah, it's not like
I can't
stupid,
take my
but
car,
It's like
though.
London, basically.
Yeah.
A little bit
Yeah, I
less.
can't take my car. So I get
I
it
might
Wait,
in
you
Sit on
can't
there.
take your car?
Can't.
Why?
parking.
Oh, wow. So, what, you're just going to leave it here?
I leave my nan.
Really?
Because my nan lives in a flat and she's got like a car parking space, but
Yeah.
she doesn't drive. So I'll just leave my car in her car parking space.
Oh, wow. I would just leave it nearby. Because then if you want to come back, you can just, in the car and you can come back. Right?
But I can do it on National Express.
I guess. Oh, yes.
I think it's only like £12 there and back, and bear in mind I probably spend £10 on petrol.
Yeah, it's true. I guess it's true.
Let someone else drive me.
Yeah. It's pretty decent.
I think that's the plan.
Yeah.
I'll be back around Christmas anyway, so.
I feel a big Christmas episode coming up, dude.
The whole NCS.
Louis and
Yeah, loads of
Shivy.
people.
Louis and Shivy are like, they want to be in the
Where's
Christmas
Keely
episode.
though? I don't know.
And they also want to be in the Halloween episode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no. They
Damn.
were like, they want to be in it. So that's going up. Louis and Shivy are going to return. I think they're going to be regulars, you know. We're going to have guests, and then Louis and Shivy will be like,
Guest
we're
stars.
back again for the 5th time, kind of thing.
No.
And then Georgia will be back for the Christmas episode. Maybe,
I'll
maybe
try,
not.
maybe.
Should try.
I'll try.
She'll be here with Will Hole, Shivy, and Louis. That's not gonna happen.
And Elliot.
And Elliot and
We
Leader
made a
Chris.
bigger room if we're getting all these
Leader-
people.
yeah. it was all 4 of us last time, and like I was luckily on that. But if there's 5 or 6 of us, that's gonna be funny.
This is a new room.
We need a new
We'll
room.
crunched out like this. Anyway, that's it for the episode, guys.
That was a very long outro.
Do an outro.
Bye.
That's it. Done.
Boom.
Boom. Boom. That's the outro.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Just you didn't do it.
Dropping some. What do you mean?
We're dropping
Mic
the mic.
drop.
Ready? Go.
Boom.
Boom.